Like a
Guild
reasonable
style.
human.
A hermit crab? I used to have a hermit crab pet.
Alright, I am alive whenever you want to try to sync things up a little.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me await Twitch allowing you to exist to my eyes.
There we go.
I don't know how you could have hermit crabs as pets. You just get like a
Also, hello, Desmond.
like a small tank, and then you fill it up with sand. You fill it up with items. You fill it up with shells for them to move themselves around with. As they grow larger, they'll want to move themselves into a different home. All right, I sent out the knock.
You defeat them every now
And
and
I don't know, they're large. They largely just take care of themselves. They just kind of generally don't give a shit.
Most aquatic creatures will just kind of do their own business as long as you take care of them.
Yeah. Like a fish. You put them in the tank, you clean them out every once in a while.
Let me.
Yeah, you fucking get them.
Volumes.
We gonna fucking get them.
Go in there with the net and you just fucking get them.
How am I doing? I'm doing tired. I'm doing sleepy.
This seems to be a trend.
Went in like, yeah. And the worst part is that like I'm tired and I didn't even work today. I had to go in for like 2 hours of work today because it was kind of a mistake that they scheduled me at all for today.
Oh.
And then I've got like I only work Saturday and Sunday, and then just, like I don't know, I live Monday to Friday without work. Or just like sitting on my ass until like 11 o'clock waiting until I'm getting called in for something.
Why do I have so much shit in my inventory? What happened?
I don't know. You need to remove some of
A
it.
quiet game of tennis, there was no racket. Damn. Nice. What makes you smile, Horo? What makes you laugh? What brings you joy? Specifically, what is it that I do that brings you joy? What is it that I can do to make you smile?
I was gonna...
I need to know. I need to like grab you and just like shake you. I need to put you underneath the stethoscope.
It was going to be very...
And measure your responses.
Very pointed and just say whoever's the new crush of the month.
Hey, Yergi. Nice to see you.
Man, what the fuck are these increasing amount of books?
I think largely useless. Because I think you have to have them in your inventory.
Yeah, that's...
For them to matter.
That is what I have been informed of.
If you craft from your box, you'll need them in your box.
Can we talk about the fact that you're wearing gamer gear?
Oh, the...
Oh, my RGB gay? Yeah.
Oh.
It's very good. I approve of it.
Anytime I get the opportunity to rep trans or gay colors, I have to. I feel obligated. Start beating you like Batman? Yeah. Just put you underneath all my quizzes, all of my instructions. Just like I need to know. I need to know this for science.
I need to know. How do you know this? I'm Nardwar. I have to know.
What even are we fighting?
A Rathian and a Rathalos.
Ah, okay. And a Rathalos?
Yeah, that was one of the key quests.
Oh, okay. I'm just surprised because I didn't think that the no wait, it's probably higher. You probably don't fight Rathalos in high rank as a key quest. Because I had to go out of my way to fight him to unlock his armor.
I don't know where they start, so I'm just looking around.
I think in 6.
Finding streams calming is always nice. It is very funny, the idea of finding anybody's streams calming in a meaningful way, however, in my opinion, just because it's like there's like a 50% chance that somebody might just start screaming at any given moment on any person's stream. Even the most calm, relaxed person has like a 40% chance to just break down into some sort of incoherent rambling.
And then they can always just like press a button on their stream, just like and then suddenly you get Helldivers 2 menu, or not menu, fall music in your ear.
I had a funny idea, which was you know those like you know those artificial voices that they give to people that have like throat cancer and things like that now?
Yeah, talk boxes.
Yeah, so like imagine, well, first off, I've never seen one that is always physically attached. Like I think that there's a real market for creating like a neck piece that just holds the thing that lets you speak in place at all times. But
I'm pretty sure that if they have to use the mic for like everyday use, I'm pretty sure that most of them get some sort of lapel mic or some sort of harness of some sort.
But like I was thinking like,
ow,
can I go through here? Did I just get lost? The answer is yes, by the way. I did extremely get lost.
You can climb those vines.
Oh, I can? Fuck. Excuse me, yellow man, I don't want to associate with you. That sounds wrong. That was racist by accident.
All right, what are the buttons for fucking insect glaive on the Monster Hunter Generations?
But
Ultimate.
The idea that I'd had in mind was like, if I ever was to be unfortunate enough to end up in a situation where my throat no longer allows me to speak as a normal human being.
There's the other one.
I'm gonna rig it up so that way I have one of those things on me at all times. And then I'm going to stream with my mic on. Ow. Or not my mic on, my camera on. And then, like, convince people that it's like a voice altering software at first. And then when they're like, why do you stream with voice altering software with a camera? And then just immediately move my microphone and be like, it's not.
I definitely remember there's a very similar bit that I love, where there was this RuneScape streamer where they had someone asked them about like what their chair was, because you know they had like a gamer chair behind them, and then they said, all right, you think that's a real chair? And then they like pick up like one of the metal folding chairs and just like snap it in twice. It's like, nah.
I love the bit of that one guy that that had like the fridge in the background, and he's like, you think this is a real fridge? And he just turned it around, it was cardboard the whole time.
I love the fake props.
God damn it, I'm getting my ass kicked, like, really bad. Please, sir, I cannot cart right now.
I'm definitely running around in circles trying to figure out what the fuck the button is to throw out the insect. Okay. There we go.
Police officer trying to arrest a tree said he committed treason. I hate you.
It's a tree, son.
I don't know why that sounds like a Metal Gear bit.
Nanomachines, son.
I launched Metal Gear Rise the other day for like the first time in like, I don't know, 10 years. And I was immediately struck by like, holy shit, video games can be played at like more than this weird 30 frames a second. Because I needed to launch it for a, I was trying to find a reference for armor. so that I could purchase a artist and tell them just, hey, draw this. But none of the references that I could find online were worth a damn. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just replay the entire game on my own. I'll do it. I didn't, but
Did you need late game stuff?
I was looking for a very specific set of armor. I don't think it was in game, but
Oh.
it was like a mid-high rank. Not incredibly awful.
Okay.
Like if you know what it is that you're doing, but it's still like more than like 3 hours of playing the video game. Even if the video game is one of them that
Damn.
says, "Hey, yeah, go in, fight shit."
Monster Hunter armors are, like, notoriously hard to find references of online. All the wikis are, like, the worst quality images you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's even for the new ones. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. If you do have a
opening
reference
menus.
at all for the newer ones. But like for all the older ones, it's definitely like a 250 by 250 for, and only like a front side view for both of them. Hey,
Hello.
Moog. Nice to see ya. Welcome in. How's it going? I'm starting to think that aerial for the insect glade aerial style, kind of not it.
Yeah, kind of strange for a weapon wanting to be in the air a lot.
You would think.
Ooh, that was good.
Okay, I think that's the first time this entire fight that I've actually pulled off more than a 2-hit combo. I'm starting to remember how it is that you play it on how you play it on the generations. You can't really like aim. It just always the Kinsec just always goes in a straight line. It's fucked up.
Oh, you dick.
I had a friend who used to play Kinsect in this, and he just always did melee whenever he sent out his thing. So
As a person who liked Kinsect a lot and was terrible with it, yes. That's how you play it.
you just don't shoot the bug at range.
It just becomes having a spear and becoming Lu-Bu.
And you only really need to have like the red buff. The red buff is the only thing that you really need.
Story of my life.
Hey,
Just
we got the tail off of that
Become
one.
angry.
And this is why you only go with the... Oh,
That's fair.
I leaped out of the map. Oops. That's why you only have the speed Kinsect. While, yes, so there are some other bugs that will allow you to collect 2 things at a time. The speed one is the only one that allows you to actually, like, properly hit shit.
Why are we
delicious tail.
pounding the feces?
Well, because you gotta make
got a
sure that it
plate?
goes down the toilet, right? You gotta have your poop knife.
The
I'm gonna be real, like, as a person who used to not use the restroom for weeks at a time, having a poop knife would have been a good option, but I never had those. It would have never occurred to me in a million years to do something that obscene. Oh,
Gross.
but it is like,
I was-
it is very utilitarian. The poop scissors story is way worse, though.
Oh, that's gross. This is extremely gross.
Well, that one's like a specific, like, 4chan story where a person talked about how they had, like, a pair of scissors that they would use to, like, cut up the shit, but they would just, like, keep it in their fucking, closet. And then, like, one day somebody found the fucking shit scissors. And they were like, oh no.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I walked into that. I'm
That's
I'm
my
just out
fault.
here trying. I'm just out here trying to get my bug buff so I can play for my weapon.
I'm just out here trying to be cognizant of existence.
Sometimes that's pretty difficult. Especially when you don't get much sleep.
I mean, I recall. I remember what it was like to be in high school.
Oh, hey, the Rathian showed up. And the Rathalos is limping.
Ooh. Limbing.
Limboing.
Limping company.
Limbus Company.
Never touched it in my life.
I have only heard of it. Oh, I did? I mounted it?
Nice.
I
Very
mean,
good.
yeah, of course I mounted it.
Ow.
I totally wasn't pressing like the R3 button to try and go into first person mode again.
Oh, so many.
Even though that doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Not what happens.
I like the way that insect glaive looks.
It does look very radical. Did Wild's late game end up having, like, some good weird-ass weapons, or did they fumble that? I never
That's
paid
a
any
lot
attention.
better.
I have not
World.
seen a damn thing.
Better Than World is good.
I could not tell you anything about Wilds.
The best thing about Worlds was the big, stupid Wyvern ignition weapon that was like a fan design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rocket powered great sword.
Yeah, that was my default weapon.
I'm out of paintballs.
Oh, that's a good pop.
Once you pop,
That's great.
Tails. Yeah. Once you pop the tails on the ground.
Oh, that burns.
Because they're shellfish? Damn.
How insensitive.
What do you call a cow that's lying down on its side? Ground beef.
True, honestly.
I was gonna say tipped.
I would have also taken Tipsy.
You can't just talk about your dates like this.
See, that... We're lucky Rachel's not here for that one. Because she would have taken that one personally. There was a time I jokingly... Because she loves aquatic sea life. And I had jokingly made a remark about manatees. And she still holds that one against me. Okay,
Oh, the Rathalos is
please
back.
stop screaming, because it is making it very hard to live.
Oh, the Rathian's dead.
Oh, I think Rathian's dead.
Good.
Quick.
Fuck
I'm
it.
using her body to... No, I can't. I cannot use her body for my own purposes. My own nefarious purposes.
No, it becomes intangible. Less than tanged.
I want to delete the VOD so that Rachel will never know.
Oh god.
Oh, damn
Please
it.
stop touching
buzzing
me.
me
Just so
over, you
long
bitch.
as like you don't tell her and I don't tell her and Noid don't tell her. I think we're safe so long as like the bro code is upheld.
There is a very
Carving
strong
your wife-
chance
Doesn't
she
need to know
will
everything.
not ever see the VOD.
Carving your wife's corpse and let me do it.
Story of my life. Gotta
I love
carve
turning
those
myself into an
corpses.
aerial Beyblade.
God, I love that Beyblade's lore is, like, literally, and then Noah used the fucking Beyblade. Like, every single person in the Bible, every single religious deity across all different spectrums, they all just had Beyblades. It's so stupid, like... Genuinely one
And
of the
Fate Stay
dumbest.
Night was made just so, like, the author could have sex with Arthur Pendragon.
Oh, it's even dumber than that. I looked into it, and apparently they had written, like, the entire plot of Fate, and then the editor that they had with the, like, publisher was just like, oh yeah, if you want to make, like, a VN that sells, you have to add, like, eroge parts to it now. And so, like, all of that was just tacked on, which is why it's so stupid. And sometimes, like, horrifying. Like, one of the characters...
And then Misty is added to, like, the Pokemon anime because it's like, well, we need titties
We
and
need
ass
a woman.
to sell to the kids.
I mean, it's gonna
We
work
need
on
sex
at least
appeal
a
right now.
certain age bracket. It is weird that, like, everyone in Pokemon is, like, under the age of 20.
Forever.
Like, not even Ash being, like, 10. And by being 10, I mean, like, aging backwards at one point because he became 11.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, like, Misty being under 20 is crazy when you consider she had a full-time job. And same thing with fucking Brock, who is not only full-time employed, but also taking care of many children.
Also a stay-at-home dad, yeah.
And then, even more fucked up is that he just leaves.
Well,
Yeah,
his
he
dad
takes
came
the
back.
deadbeat dad back.
At least Ash's mom is, you know, over 10.
I do like the fact that you could,
Oh, yeah, she is.
you could, what's it called? You could, infer from the world building of Pokemon that, like, a lot of dudes might have died in whatever war fucking Lieutenant Surge was in.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wait, is that why there's so many missing fathers?
They all just died.
They all just died in that one war that we don't talk about?
There was later in the games there was a war like 1,000 years ago, and I think they kind of blew up the planet or split it into two separate realities. The lore is weird.
That's a common trope in Japanese media, for some reason. Like, and then we split the world in two.
I mean, one of my favorite games did it.
Good old Tails.
Yep.
And Tails does it not even, like, once, but, like, multiple times. My favorite thing about Tales of Symphonia is that it's a fucking backdoor prequel.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you never play Tales of Fantasia? Well, get this. This game is a prequel to that. And we are not going to tell you. And it will almost not matter.
I played the first 3 or 4 hours of Tales of Fantasia. I should finish it. But it's a Tales game, so it's long.
Tales of Fantasia is interesting because it was one of the first games to have, like, spoken words in it. Because it had an opening theme. Like, even on the fucking Nintendo, like, the old one.
Yeah. Just looking to see if I have better armor.
I sure don't. Let me tell you. I don't. I could almost get a little bit better armor.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why the progression in this game feels so much slower is because
Bag?
it feels like
I
it
knew.
takes a lot more hunts to get any sort of armor or weapon.
Sure fucking does, my boy. I apparently have enough Astalos to get fucking RGB glowing chest armor. But I need 3 Hercudrome for it.
Yeah, those are in the volcano.
To be honest, I kind of want, Gamoth because it looks fucking crazy. How are y'all? I'm very tired. You need 3 Hercudrome for Gandrelon armor. It's very good also. How are you doing, Neo?
I'm just gonna stick with what I got for now. It's doing me well enough.
Could I get any headgear or anything? No. Why would I think that? That's ridiculous.
Obscenely drunk? Is that different from normal drunk?
You're very coherent for being obscenely drunk. But that might just be the fact that I'm used to, like, Shepherd.
Yeah, you haven't even like made a significant typo yet. How can you call yourself obscenely drunk?
I say
You
this...
used to have more room in your tummy for more shots. Get in there.
I say this jokingly, but it is kind of like a serious sentiment of it. But like, man, like, whenever I see Americans and Canadians typing, it's like the worst formatting you've ever seen, and then any person that English is a second language, just, here is a perfectly cogent sentence. I'm sorry for my bad English.
Yes.
It's just like, nah, you're good, don't worry about it. 12? Okay. I could maybe
Taking
do
your
that.
time out to say fuck you? Well, get in the timeout bin. Get in the corner. Sitting there for longer. You know what you've done.
I'm
No,
gonna
don't fuck you, it's
have
for Jeff.
Whore.
goofy ass armor.
What for Jack you?
Well, Jacques, you.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Shit, just fucking call me a whore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? You think I'm not going to call a kettle black? Come on.
The only thing that I could get for new armor was the Naga Badabadba fall, so now my ass just has like 6 tails.
Like a rockabye.
Oh yeah.
I've
Look at that.
become even more goofy. Like, I've got like a fucking VR Trooper headset on, Onion Knight armor.
This is a capture quest, by the way.
Yeah.
I will try my best not to commit murder. But I don't think
But it
I'm the one
is-
you need to worry about.
I'm pretty sure you and I will have urgent quests after this. And that
Sick.
urgent quest will get us into high rank.
Wonderful. So,
You'll kill me tonight. I doubt it. You can barely even kill your buzz.
I think that would be very difficult unless you have managed to transition to a country that's currently kicking out anybody that's remotely not white.
There is that as well.
And is actively importing new whites, actually. No, but you're not the right kind of white. You don't understand. Like, there's white and then there's white. At one point, the Irish weren't considered white enough. I'm pale. Fair enough.
But then you would be in like a strange. You would be a stranger in a strange neighborhood. If you have to get past like the granny watch, you're not getting through. Like
Dude,
you have no idea about like the population that is 90% old people just like looking out of their dark homes that constantly has like 4 different televisions playing 4 awful news channels
I used
telling them to fear
to
everything.
I used to
And they
get
absolutely do
calls.
fear everything, and they see like something new, and you're getting fucking jumped, dude.
I used to get calls for a
You're gonna have to
non-emergency
like go through my
police
7
line.
deadly
That
neighbors before
was
you get to me.
this. There would always be like an older white woman that would call in, and they would always be like, I need to make a report because there was a black man that was walking through the neighborhood, and I've never seen him here before. And he just, he walked slowly through the neighborhood, and it looked like he was looking at the houses. And I'm just a little concerned. And then I would just, like, take the information down almost verbatim, where it was just, like, woman concerned about black man walking through neighborhood. And they weren't even, like gated neighborhoods, and they weren't even, like, oh yeah, the guy looks like he's, like, poor or anything. Like, it would always just be, I saw a man, basically, and I'm like, buddy, like... like,
Okay, but, like...
It's not
fair.
worth reporting. Oh, is it gonna be hot? Should I have drank?
You should have drank.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
I think there are cool drinks.
No, I have some on my body at the moment. I've realized I'm terrible at remembering about them, and I don't know the places well enough, so I just carry 1 or 2 at all times.
Yeah, that's how my item pouch is as well. I just
What is
have,
going on? I mean, this is nothing. It's Neo. It's drunk
Yeah.
Neo.
Neo's acting out. Neo wants me bad.
Why are you in
Nothing
hell
new.
already? Well, you see, it turns out Neo did actually, in fact, get to them.
Yeah, he came to where it is that I'm at in the fucking States.
Sent you straight to hell.
No, I was already here. Or do you think, like...
Sent you there for the,
is, like, bro.
for the femboys in your closet.
Yeah, closet full of femboys.
Did my USBs all fucking die? So I don't have to look at the video game? Alright, cool.
no.
I'm just gonna, like, run into a wall and hope that I don't die.
At least this time when your USB's wonked out, you just sound fine.
Yeah, at least my entire computer doesn't die.
Oh no.
It is after you. Get
But of course
get
he is.
over
He
here.
smells it.
Get fucking I am on that man. I keep on going into the menus because I forget the buttons. So I just panic button.
That was how I mentioned Femboys and Misty Springs action. I wasn't even the one that mentioned Femboys.
Yeah, I did. So
Yeah.
Get owned,
What's wrong with
liberal.
femboys?
Nothing. It's just funny how you were activated as soon as Femboys were mentioned.
I don't want the ancient Greek equivalent of femboys because there is some dubious legality to that, but I do want the acceptance of men just being like, look at this effeminate man.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
But I also think that, like, America had that and then decided to throw it away. And in my TED Talk, I will now explain to you about the 1970s through 80s and glam rock and metal.
I don't care if I'm on fire.
I care about being on fire.
Yeah, but I'm not you.
I do still love the fucking Twink Death Catboy comic book that I saw. Or not comic book, comic that I saw. Where it was just a person who was like a Mikote-looking Catboy. And he was all cute and bubbly looking, and then the next image is just him at like 35 sitting drunk in a bar. And I'm like, nah, that's pretty good, honestly.
I do need to... Oh, never mind. That works.
I remember Tilfin fighting this guy. I was there for that
Yeah.
stream.
Come on.
I've had to fight this guy a few times.
They are very cool.
I fought them a time or two.
They are a monster I very much enjoy.
Yeah, they're cool. Oh, finally our turn to play the game. Not being able to aim where the Kinset goes.
The old
Messes
version
with me
is
far
just
more than it
literally
should.
Walter White in the ending of Breaking Bad. Yeah.
There we go.
I should play 14 more. Just on the topic of Catboys.
You should. I should play it a little more. Too.
I'm firmly into Stormblood now. I'm in China. Ow! What the fuck? And
the
to
China
White
part
arm
is, yeah.
actually.
Jesus Christ, man! Let me fucking move.
You're now in the China part of China, fam.
No, it is very firmly like they do need to, in my opinion. I know it's never gonna happen because Stormblood is over, but they do need to like space that shit out. You go to Japan and then you go to China so quickly, and it's just
Yeah,
like
you go straight from a Portuguese port of China to Portuguese port of Japan into Mongolia, China.
yeah, and it's like I'm hitting China and I'm like I haven't spent any time in Japan, but then like also before you even go to Japan, you spend like a huge amount of time like in fucking like Petra, the ancient Buddhist area of the Middle East that got destroyed by ISIS.
I need to go back and do New Game Plus Final Fantasy 14 so I know like what any of the story beats are.
Like it's really
Like,
weird
what
to
happened with
me
the
personally.
Realm Reborn?
Because it's like they squished into Heaven, not Heaven's Ward. They squished into Stormblood like you are in the Near East and then you go to the Far East, and I'm just sitting there scratching my head because I'm like, dude, we were doing the plotline of like Lys becoming Lisan Al Gaib, and now suddenly I'm in Japan. Like, what the fuck happened? I was supposed to be in the Middle East. And it's just like, we're not doing that right now. We're doing Japan. And I'm like, okay. And it's like, we're not doing Japan anymore. We're actually doing China. And I'm like, okay.
I think Stormblood's a little discombobulated.
I'm seeing why people
No, it's
complained
underwater
about
China.
it, but underwater Japan China area was cool. I did like it. Oh, I'm gonna get thrown off because I did not press my buttons right. What's the button for that again? Is it like fucking right?
R to hold on. Yeah.
Hold R
R holds on,
around.
and then X to knife.
Okay. Yeah, I know knife. Of course I know the knife. It's just... But yeah, no, I totally forgot what that one was. I was like pressing all of my different R's and it was opening menus.
Damn it.
My B. I also entirely forgot this was a capture quest.
We always
I
do.
don't know if it's ready, but I want to make
He's
sure.
at least slobbery, which is usually a good sign, you know?
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, he's tired, but I don't know if he's like
Get in the fucking...
seriously wounded.
Get in the bag, man. Just put the monster in the bag.
Oh, god damn
Get
it.
in the bag. Auto bag.
Oh my
Come back
god. Like, it was like 2 steps, man. You bitch.
Oh, fuck.
I took that hit for the team.
Okay, he's not ready.
All right, no, he is absolutely not ready to be caught.
It has allocated enough stamina to be pissed.
Get back over here.
No.
That said, for all the... Oh, cooling is worn off. Drink another one. For all the complaint that I do also have, independent of the other people's complaints about Stormblood, I do at least find the, like, interesting parts of it, like, captivating enough to be there.
Ow.
The fucking fight against what's-his-dick with the giant sword was really cool.
Sano?
Yeah.
Dude, I can barely remember the names of characters that I like, let alone characters that I actively fucking ignored.
I was going through it and they're like, you need to gather the 3 sacred relics. I'm like, I'm sorry, are we doing like finding the Japanese heritage bullshit right now? And it's like, yes.
Oh, there he goes.
There we go.
I got a shock trap on me.
Yeah. Okay.
I can shock jock him again.
I remember, because I'm one of those people that's always curious about the lore of, the worlds, and I remember looking into the stuff about the Aura when I was first making characters. And I went and looked through all the details about the different tribes in the not Mongolia area. Boy, there's some fucking weirdos in those tribes, I tell you what. There's one tribe that canonically is just naked all the time, and they just like body paint themselves. There's one tribe that marry horses.
Yeah, met that one.
And I saw that and I was like, is this going to be reflected in the player base? I hope not.
Probably.
You think that people that aren't I'm not finishing that sentence the way that I am. I'll find a different way to express that sentence. Yes, Neo? Don't think that I'm ignoring my little puppy over here. My little bodega cat. My little kitty meow meow.
My little kitty meow meow. Good lord.
That'll get him riled up.
He likes it.
Every time, all I can think of is that one fucking Vermintide stream of Rachel just intentionally riling up Neo. I think that's just sitting somewhere unuploaded. I know that Tilfin uploaded it, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I know that you have the Ilfin says the darndest things.
Yeah, I did upload that one. I needed to immortalize it. I have the VOD somewhere.
I don't know if there's anything else that you have that you're also mentioning.
Somewhere.
And of course, Neo has it saved. Yeah.
Somewhere I have both of the streams saved, but you know.
I probably deleted both of them.
Yeah.
It did some sort of cleaning because my my hard drive is getting too full.
I need to clean off my computer every, I would say, 3 expedition streams. Those videos are like 200 gigs each because they're all like 7 hours long. But God, it's a good game.
I will probably play it eventually.
I will say, here's the thing for me. I am unabashedly like, it is an incredible game. The people that are sitting there going like, this is the Final Fantasy game that I've always wanted. It's like, it's not a Final Fantasy game. It's like there's little bits of Final Fantasies in here, but like, it is its own unique game.
Ah, but you haven't played 13.
There are people saying that it is a lot like 13, but there's as many people saying it's a lot like 8 and 10. So...
It's also not anything like 13, other than like they have turn-based combat.
Yeah.
It's
oh, turn-based combat. It's a Final Fantasy-like game, right? It's not an RPG anymore. It's not
the Final Fantasy 15 they wanted. Here's the thing. I don't really care for 15 that much, but it has like my favorite villain. I'm such a sucker for Arden, man. Everything about Arden, like I love that entire character arc for that guy. He fucking rules. But I understand that some people just think he's lame. But I'm like, Sephiroth's cool, but I don't know, I'm more here for characters that are, like, kind of just weird assholes. Like, there's not much to Sephiroth, really.
You'd like 6.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm very well aware of Kefka.
Yeah.
I think Kefka is my least favorite Final Fantasy villain.
Really?
I couldn't like my favorite one, but I can tell you that Kefka is my least favorite.
I like Kefka a lot from what I've seen of their character. That said, they do just kind of have the unfortunate fact of being the Joker.
They didn't really start having solid bad guys until about 4.
Isn't 4 like the entire basis for the last couple of patches of 14 before they did the new expansion?
Oh yeah, it's pretty much.
Which is like what they did with
followed.
like 2, with like, and also again like elements of 4 for like previous installments. I do love that about 14, where it's just kind of like, they are good on their own, but like, if you've played those other ones, you can just point at it and do the fucking soy jack emote.
Yeah. Let's see. What else?
What's this quest?
Two-headed carcass. It's the urgent for high rank.
What do we do?
We kill an elder drag.
Oh, okay.
Story of our lives, really.
Oh, is it the okay, alright, never mind. I know what it is. It's Narca, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was confused by the color of the quest tag.
It was purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
means
it's like
you
a
have to kill
repel
it.
quest.
Yeah.
We don't actually kill it this time because we're too shrimpy, too little baby.
I do love the fact that a lot of Monster Hunter is basically like, you show up and you're new to the scene, and everybody's like, hey kid, this is all the cool stuff. That is actually really cool. Speaking of.
Yeah, I really like this dude.
That's fucking sick. But it's
I
like,
like
you
it better in high rank when you see all of it.
you start out like
Yeah.
this, and you're new to the scene, and you're struggling through, and they're all supportive. But then by the end of the game, they're like, wow, you're a real freak beast, aren't you?
I also really like this dude's music.
Oh, I can do the fucking swing down. Let's go. That's something I actually really liked when I did the Wilds beta, was that it just establishes that you're a freak beast already. Like, you just start off and people are like, hey buddy, like, we called you here.
Yeah, you start out as the protagonist in Wilds and also kind of in World.
Oh, maybe I should have brought a ham boar. Oh my god. You know what? I don't know why I didn't assume that I would be fighting the dragon from Elden Ring, but apparently I am. And I'm covered in bones.
You can roll once
got
in
him.
water
I got
clear
him.
the bones off you.
I got him.
Yeah.
This is
Like,
an
just rolling in
incredibly
water
cool
is faster.
boss.
Yeah.
There we go. I pinned him down.
I also really like the idea that there are entire villages there to support a single hunter. Like all of Soratorium
Yeah.
is there for the one hunter. It kind of...
This one fucking freak is out here doing this crazy shit. We need, like, the entire army to back him up.
Yeah.
As somebody who really enjoys infrastructure and logistics, it's really cool to see. Just like the amount of work that goes into supporting just one guy.
I can't pronounce it because my German is terrible. But you're generally varied in your knowledge in ways. You're aware of, like, the German mercenary knights that wore, like, the striped clothing, correct?
Landsknecht?
Yeah, you got it. I'm terrible with the pronunciation, but like the fact that they would just travel with their families, and they had like entire you know, like, outfits traveling alongside them to repair their armor and their equipment. And it was like,
Yeah.
they would show up and it would cost a fortune to hire them because they're like, yeah, we bring everybody with us. It's like, what do you mean you bring everybody with us? My son, my daughter, my wife, their fucking sister, you know, the guy that repairs my armor, I'm bringing him from Germany with me. Like, you're paying for all of this, right? And the guys were like, are
The
you
chef,
worth this?
the pigs.
Yeah, like actual real cooks. Like not just some guy who can stick an animal on a spit. Like, I'm bringing a real cook. It's crazy that people paid for that shit, but it's like they were good. They did what they needed them for a lot of the time. And it's rare to find mercenaries that are just like legitimately decent. Mercenary companies that operated in that way are such a historically interesting concept. Also, having knowledge of that sort of stuff and then, like, reading Berserk is really fun. Because that's just how Guts and Griffith's operation works. Where you're paying to bring this, like, small army of dudes and their friends.
Get out of the water, you bitch.
It's the Hydrofight now from Dark Souls.
Yeah. Man, that thing just stayed in the water. No getting that out of there. And half the time I fell in the water because.
Ah, you bitch!
Ah, there we go.
Nice. It's a shell weak point.
Do you guys know about, the completely coincidental... I totally didn't know about this guy, Gots the Iron Hand, in real life?
No.
There was a mercenary knight, who lost his hand and got a metal prosthesis that was designed to be able to articulate enough to grip his sword. So he could still go on to continue fighting. And when they asked Kentaro Miura about it, they're like, was this the inspiration for Guts? Because of the name? And he's just like, I've never heard of this guy in my life. And it's like, I don't know, like, I kinda could believe it. But at the same time, it's like, it's so coincidental that, like, a guy who was known for using, like, big fucking swords and has the name Iron Hand and a fucking sword-wielding prosthesis. And is named Guts. Like... But yeah, no, and, I forget, like, the exact phrasing of it, because it's a very specific quote. But, I'm pretty sure that he essentially, when challenged to fight a guy one time, told him that he can, like, kiss his ass or lick his ass or something like that. And it's very fun to imagine.
This guy may have also been, like, arrested multiple times.
I mean, back then, I feel like a lot of people were arrested many times. I feel like if you were a mercenary, you probably got arrested pretty frequently just by being in, like, drunken fights.
Possibly.
If you were in Renaissance Italy, you could get arrested for declining to give your sword up to the city guard because you were not allowed to have swords in the city. You were allowed to have daggers, however. It's the equivalent of, like, carry laws, where it's like, you can have a pistol, but you can't have a rifle.
Oh, I got an iron horn. Could totally be a hunting horn player, I guess. I did attempt.
I've also attempted to
learn
hunting horn. I don't get it.
Neither do I.
I understand it. I know it. At least I know how it works in World and Rise.
I love Misty not
And
understanding it
potentially-
when Misty plays, like, Bard a lot of the time.
It's just I don't like the way the weapon moves when you.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, its moveset
But-
is. Eh.
I can do the songs. I just don't like the way it moves.
Right now, Noid has to host up the next urgent.
Yeah. Give me the food.
I'm pretty sure that the hunting horn got like some sort of giga buff in World and Rise.
Was
so
it
that
like
more people
way
would play
more
it.
support previously and less bonky?
Probably just did like a lot less damage in like generations and whatnot. Or at least all the damage and the control became a lot more accessible and a lot easier with World and Rise.
Yeah, it did. They
Like, I don't know about the damage numbers themselves.
they buffed the shit out of it in World, and they changed it in Rise to have some extra extra attacks and simplified it, and then they went back in Wilds and they didn't do the simple button combo again. So now it's back to being kind of awkward. But
You
then
got like
again,
the butt feathers.
I do.
Dude, I saw a
The-
peacock the other day.
Nice.
oh, you did.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was just
cool.
like hanging out on the road.
They're very casual creatures in real life. Oh, you're
Yeah, I
already
came across him
purple
like, holy shit, that's a peacock. That's awesome.
butt.
I'm gonna take a picture of it. And I get to flare its wings again.
I know that the
So
southern
I
U.S.
catcalled
does
it.
have wild ones.
I don't think it's a wild peacock.
I'm
Sneaky
not sure of the
suspicion.
area that you live, but there are wild ones that are a result of people importing them and then just doing the good old throw them into the wilderness bullshit.
Yeah. And they become an invasive species? Yeah.
But apparently peacocks are just like lazy most of the time, so yeah. I do like that peacocks are associated a lot of the time with Hera. And so it's like the idea of them being like flamboyant and lazy is very funny, especially given that they're men for the really brightly colored ones, and I'm like Hera looking at her husband like stupid birds. Fucking Zeus.
Yeah, I tried to get I wanted to get a picture of it with its tails flared, like all the
splayed
feathers
out.
on its tail. Yeah, so I catcalled it.
Scream at the man
And
until
that
he
did it.
spreads his wings. I know they're never going to bring it back, ever, because why would they? But, like, I yearn desperately for the fucking monster that's the Egyptian bug that becomes a mecha.
Oh yeah.
The Celtis?
Yeah.
No,
Big fan.
I don't know the name of it.
it's
I love all the bug monsters.
It's
all the
like
insect
the
monsters
it's the
are really
final
cool.
boss of one of the games, right?
this one.
Yeah. It's like I yearn for
Oh,
that
really?
to come back.
Yeah, it's the G rank urgent quest to break hunter rank completely.
Oh.
It's like I saw the video of that thing years ago, and it now lives rent-free in my mind. One, because
That's a
I feel
tall
like there's
cog.
not a huge amount of bug monsters anyway. I do know that they are back a little bit more in Wilds,
Sorry.
but you
That
know.
was my fault.
I popped the fuck off whenever I saw the octopus monster.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And I also really like the fire spider bug in Rise.
Oh yeah, the Arachnakadaki.
Yeah, Arachnakadachi. I really like their armor set as well. I think it looks really cool.
Whenever I play enough of this and get sick of it, then we can always just do Rise, and I can try and become acclimated to that game.
Yeah.
I'm always down. Rise is probably my favorite.
Rise is so good. This is a close second for my favorite.
Rise at least let me get into a party with everybody, like, almost immediately, which is the thing I care about the most.
Yeah, World.
Worlds is
I know
just
that
so rough,
we're in hard times thinking of how incredibly difficult it is to have friends, but like, damn, you're not making it any easier on us.
Man, I got all 10 of them shots into that thing.
Nice.
I can't do an air hop in this one.
Yeah, and I can't do my rocket around the map with the gun lance.
Dickhead.
That water's just a little out of reach.
That water is behind a monster. Oh, well, that works. That's perfect, actually. Thank you. Well, now I'm boned again. I'm gonna move towards the
We're
water.
boned!
I knew what they were
Oh,
going
thank
when
you.
they
That works too.
Made that the bone status.
It's pretty cool, honestly. I like it. No, don't send more goo.
What shoes do frog wear? Flippers. Open-toed sandals. Damn.
Oh, you're already on that.
I only have binders.
You
I don't
know
want to
it.
bind this thing yet.
I'll go and smack it.
Okay.
Well, it is
I've
currently
been
in water.
considering
Never
getting
mind.
like a pair of Crocs.
Oh,
Like
I think it's out
I
of
have
range
avoided
of that
like
one,
sandals
actually.
of all kind throughout my entire life. I'm not a sandal enjoyer. I hate sandals.
I hate
I
fucking
prefer having
sandals.
shoes.
I'm a boot guy.
Yeah.
The only time I ever wear
Oops.
sandals is at the beach.
Not even then. I'm definitely wearing boots or sneakers. Like
Well,
definitely
you wanna
like
go-
hiking boots or sneakers.
If you want to go in the
I never
water,
wear anything else.
If you want to go in the water, you take
Like the
your
amount of
fucking
times that I
shoes
just
off.
like.
What if there are like rocks in the water?
Then you're at the wrong kind of beach, man. Also, when
Or-
I say that, like, that's just Canada. Every
Oh.
single beach here has rocks.
Alternatively, what if you step on an urchin?
Well, that's a different problem. But also, a sandal's not going to save you from that because it's open face. Your toes can brush it,
Hey, you
your upper
Goofy.
foot, etc.
My nephew stepped on
How's
an
it
urchin
going?
when we went to Hawaii a couple of years ago.
Hawaii.
That had to suck. He took it pretty well though.
One of my beach memories is touching bird poo and then becoming extremely grossed out and crying.
Oh, it does kind of suck.
Because I'm me, so it was like,
Yeah, I can imagine.
Granted, I was also like 6, but...
Still,
It reminds me of a fun baby story that I have.
Go on.
are you going? to
Whenever
tell
I was
me?
like less than 1 year old, whenever I was still in diapers, my dad had to take care of me. So he brought me with him to the garage, and he took his eyes off me for like all of 5 seconds so that he could work on something. And whenever he looked back at me, he saw me like playing around in like warm motor oil, like one of those oil pans, like fresh off of an engine. And I was like, I was like playing with the sticky goo oil, and like my diaper was definitely like fucking loaded down with oil and baby poop. He's like, bro,
Gross.
dad immediately saw that. He's like, oh man, my mom's gonna kill me. So while I was busy looking like a tar baby, it took me to like a sink and like just bathed me in Gojo.
actual usage of the term, which is the weirdest part. Oh, all of these places have been added. All of this stuff has increased. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yippee!
Yippee! Use the boost to get through.
Oh, sweet. Finally buy armor
Somersault.
power charms.
Best viewers on Stream Boo. But have you considered being banned?
Dude, it's crazy how we have a shared chat and you still get those in your chat and they don't show up on my end.
A lot of them are
Like,
restricted.
what are you doing? I need iron. I'm a hungry boy. I need my iron intake. I need to eat robots.
Why
Out here
Academy
like a
tickets?
Mega Man Maverick situation.
I applied for time off work, but the guild just sent me new items.
Oh, what a mood.
I can't do it. Just buy something, please.
How much damage do your weapons do?
Not a lot.
I'm this gun lance is 120 and shelling level 2.
Okay, I just need to know the attack value.
Yeah, I'm 110.
Because I think that I may have accidentally upgraded mine too much.
Ah, who gives a
Yeah,
shit?
screw it. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, my insect glaive is like at 160.
That's fucking
I
whatever.
don't care. It's not that big a deal.
That's like an extra hit. What can I help you with? I don't know, you tell me, buddy. Yo, okay. I can just make the skeleton armor. That's fucking
Yeah.
That's fucking rad. Holy shit.
I think the skull face actually is like really good because it gives you torso up. And doubling whatever points it is that you got on your whatchamacallit is generally pretty good. You know, Kinseg bug power. Oh, you like Kinseg bug power.
The crazy part is I have enough for the chest, but not the rest of it. But I'm more than okay with just getting a big, cool skeletal chest.
I only have enough of the legs.
Oh. It looks like I can get the legs also, actually. Alright, give me my,
Okay, so
my
insect
26...
power actually does just like determine the damage of the bug as opposed to increase the amount of time that they can hold an upgrade. Which would have been cool.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with this for now.
I'm glowing red? Is there a particular
Your armor
reason?
pigment.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it matches with everything else right now, so that's fucking fine.
Hold on. Speaking of that.
Dude, I've been playing through Oblivion Remaster.
Yeah.
Praise be to Fit Girl. And I got to like really in-game new Sheoth, like the Shivering Isles DLC. I was trading out my Orcish helmet. I was looking at the Madness helmet that has like an extra 4 points of defense for like in-game armor. And I put it on one time, and I said, "No, this shit's too ugly. I'll take the defense hit. You cannot convince me to wear this. This is ugly. Get it off."
Well, sometimes you gotta do the fashion souls.
I mean, I'm already like basically invincible with the heavy armor. It's just like, why bother? What are they going to do? Make me more invincible?
Yes.
I really
When
like
an
this
action
bone
catch a
armor.
watcha?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If I could wear full bone armor, I would be doing it. Shit's incredible.
Dude, I still want to have chainmail hoodie armor as like casual chainmail armor as a hoodie.
You and I exist in the same realm as Antonio Banderas, who wants to bring cloaks back. And he's been trying for like 15
True.
years.
Bring cloaks back. Make them cool. We need to as men dress the way that we want to. We need to be the change that we want to see in the world.
You want to be the chains you want to see in the world.
But it's very hard to have. It's very difficult to find chainmail hoodies.
It's shockingly, it is hard to find chainmail in the modern era. Meep meep. Meep meep.
Hey Hikari.
Every time my character in 14 talks, it does like the hand gestures because he's wearing a helmet. Every single time he does that, I just go. I just imagine that my guy just sounds like like he's just talking through a million tin cans at people.
Oh, the Ketcha Watcha spawned on top of me, or I spawned on top of him.
Yeah, high rank. You get sent to a random location.
You sure fucking do, huh?
I like it.
I got to the secret area.
Sometimes they forcibly throw you into it. Like now I'm in it. Let's go. They know what I want. They know what I'm here for.
Now I have to figure out where the fuck I am.
You and I both, buddy. You and I both.
I think this is my my second favorite location.
Egg.
Hello.
Or my actual favorite.
Yeah.
Because this one has like a lot of vertical stuff. And it has like a interesting
this way.
webbed locations.
Oh wait. We're in high rank.
Yeah.
I'm mining.
Hey there, Hajime. How's the polycule?
Oh lord. Do you know about the Final Fantasy polycule? Not
No.
like
Which one?
Not the 14 ones. The one that like thought that they were all like reincarnations of Final Fantasy 7 characters.
News to me.
So
Yeah,
the Final Fantasy 7 house was like you know those people that are like I kin this character and then they take it like too far.
Not yet.
Okay.
I get the feeling I'm going to though.
So long short of it is, like these are people who see characters and they go like, "That's literally me, though. They're me for real." But like,
I understand the concept of kinning. Yeah.
but like too much. And as a result, this house was like a group of people that were all like, "We're different people from Final Fantasy 7." And like the guy that was like running the house was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm like a Hojo or whatever," and I'm like, "That tracks." But it was just like
You
a
probably
night.
should not want to be like Hojo.
You should not. Well, I mean, if you're wanting to pull like 80 women, that is like a canonical thing. Oh, I walked into the next map. But like, yeah, no, just like it was just like a nightmare polycule situation, and kind of a cult, a little bit.
It does sound kind of cultish.
It's a very fun topic to go through, but it is admittedly kind of terrifying. But yeah, like everybody in the house just picks stuff. And we're like, I'm this guy.
My USB's died again.
Oh no!
I have to wait for my shit to reset. Wah, I can't play the video game. My little brother came in and he turned off my television.
What the hell is this thing?
It's a monkey elephant.
It's also kind of a
squirrel.
flying squirrel. Yeah. This is a Avatar: The Last Airbender creature.
Yeah.
You were the guy. Hell yeah. The nearest convenient source of dick. Love to see it. It's what I used to call harem animes. Concept of convenient source of dick. Or only viable source of dick. That's what I used to call harem protagonist characters.
I deeply dislike harem anime, but I think that it would be very funny to have the harem anime be a combination of the male and female harem genres, essentially. Like, imagine if it was like you have the male protagonist and you have the female protagonist, and they're like competing to see who can have the bigger harem, but they're like stealing each other's friends and just doing bitch shit at each other.
Okay, something absolutely screwy is going on in my Krita capture.
Oh no.
And like there's a Jaggy that's trying to beat my ass, but I need to perform science. What
Just
the
gave you a
hell
follow.
is
I
going
did see
on?
that. The notification didn't go off, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Like on OBS, I have.
Also, you actually
oh,
don't
yeah.
even need to you don't even need to pop over onto mine to say it. You can hang out in Dilfin's side because we have shared chat on right now.
Yep. Every single my USB's died again.
Oh my god! Oh no!
This is starting to become a very big issue.
It is. It's fucked up.
Didn't know how that worked. Basically, like, you will be watching Tilfin's stream, but like you'll be able to interact with people from my chat if they're commenting. Everybody's kind of quiet right now. I'm pretty sure that you know, one of them showed up and was like inebriated and has fallen asleep.
Probably.
Honestly, most of my people are probably asleep right now. Fucking Gand is probably asleep. Shepard's probably asleep. And if Shepard's not asleep, he will be. Ah!
At least fish
Ah!
works.
Well, you know what? I will take being thrown into the next map to let me heal. No!
I caught a muscle.
I'm sitting there healing, and just another dude just shows up to fight me, and it's like Metal Gear red fucking exclamation point above his head.
The red fucking Chogopo in Final Fantasy 14 that just follows you and then kills you in one hit.
So here's...
I wanted him to be like more common. I wanted him to just be like rolling around and like
It would be cool to have a world boss that's just like a dude that could be anywhere.
not even a world boss. I just want him to be a normal enemy in like most maps that will just choose one random player to follow throughout the entire map, and that's it. And then he'll fucking murder them, and move on to the next one.
They should bring back Tonberries and have a Tonberry that just follows you between zones or some shit, like one player, like you're saying,
Yeah.
and just have it be like if it catches up to you, it can just one-shot you
Give me
unless
the
you have
Nemesis
like a full
system
party.
back.
Dude, it's crazy how that fucking shit's patented the way that it is. Patent law is insane.
Warner Brothers continues to be a fuck ass company.
Like,
I'm of the opinion you shouldn't be able to patent video game mechanics.
I understand certain degrees of it, but it is one of those things of like, people should just copy those ideas regardless and just tweak it just enough. But as we're seeing with Nintendo and Pal World right now, that's a little tough. Admittedly, I do think Pal World isn't the same as the other monster catching games, given how much it is just straight ripping off Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like people are getting really mad about Nintendo being like, hey, patent. And I kind of get it, though, because they are doing the throwing animation, they're doing the ball tilting, like, it's pretty blatant.
Yeah. Tisn't it?
But ultimately, like, yeah, you should just be able to do, like, a similar thing and not worry about it.
Also, at this point, how many Pokemon are there? Like a well over 1,000. Some of them being like literal piles of trash, an ice cream, a set of keys. Nintendo's going to, by virtue of having a 30-year-old IP, going to be able to have every single design.
Gen 1 was pretty meh. A dog, a fish.
Apparently, the first 3 gens were almost all conceived of within one business meeting. Like a
Doesn't
lot
surprise me.
of the first 3, like stuff that was not showing up until like the 3rd game, was
Pile of
shit that they
toxic
were.
sludge, a ball.
But like some of the later ones were stuff that they came up with like day one basically, and it's interesting to see how some of that shakes out. Where it's like, you came up with this one years ago and you didn't implement it till now, and it's like, well, we started with the simple stuff first.
Oh,
I
man.
also really like the one of the philosophies of the artist, where if they made a Pokemon that was too cool, like a Dragonite, then they would add one thing to it to make it significantly less cool. Like with a Dragonite, they just made him like, he started out as like a really cool Charizard partner dragon, and then they like gave him like a baby face,
Yeah, they made it all cutesy instead.
or like, yeah.
Make it cute and chubby, and it's like, yeah, all right. That it's in line with the video game thing that I saw recently, which was just like, if you want to make a good game, like a really good game, you make it suck a little bit. Like, you add that one thing in there where you're just like, this is jank and it's really stupid.
I need to watch more GDQ.
Hey, here's a chocobo.
Oh, yep, there he is. There's the boy.
Make a dating sim. I do think that I heard tales of the Pal World dating sim.
Yeah, they were working on that.
I don't remember where that went. I just know that it was in the works. Didn't know how serious it was. Just like, okay, well.
People love
started
to
up.
make weird dating sims. There's a hidden fear and hunger dating sim.
How does that work?
It's just like hidden in the game. You can unlock the goofy fear and hunger dating sim, and then it makes the characters be like in like a Japanese school setting as a joke.
Oh, okay.
I guess I don't get red. My red is denied.
They've denied your red.
I'm not allowed to have my my better attack animations
Simply,
because I can't, for some odd fucking reason, go into first person mode and aim. I'm not allowed to aim.
simply cannot.
Oh. Dead anyway.
Simply be unallowed.
Simply cease to be.
Me. Thank you for your pelt. You weird creature.
It is a very odd creature. This thing's a dick. I'm trying to harvest bones and it's not letting me.
Imagine harvesting bone.
Yeah. My bonitis.
My bonitis. It's acting up.
My bonitis. Suffering from extra bone. It's like your mom last night.
Humans do not have a penal bone.
No, we don't.
Shut up, nerd. Get in the fucking closet.
No, I don't think I will.
Dude, I continue to be the most fucking actually person fucking alive.
Yeah.
So I've been posting like a bunch of screenshots of me playing through the Oblivion remaster on my Blue Sky, right?
Yeah.
I saw.
Palalu, whatever.
Yeah, I saw a like an item in the video game called Saint John's Wort, and
I saw that.
That's just a thing, man.
It's not Saint John. Like it's not spelled like John like normal Johns are spelled. It's spelled Jahn. So I thought that it would be funny to like make fun of the flower, and then someone comes in and says, Jahn is it's an actual word. Like, shut the fuck up, idiot. Shut your goddamn whore mouth. Fuck off. Well, if you are serious about it, then you should put a /J or /SRS on the end of your. Shut the fuck up. If you need me to put a /J or /SRS on, like I'm on a fucking Reddit on a post where I'm just shouting at a useless fucking word, then maybe you should look at yourself in the mirror and think long and hard about what it means to not have microplastics in your balls.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, that's great.
Not have microplastics in your balls.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
Well, we all know what that's like, unfortunately. You just don't know it.
Yeah, true.
We all have plastic in us now.
We all float down here. I'm just gonna stick with this until I can upgrade something.
It's a better or worse than what I have. I've like completely lapsed on my equipment. 20. Okay, it's not substantially different.
I need to grab a drink of water.
You should get
I need to
water.
go to the bathroom.
Take
I'll
your
go grab the quest and then.
Take your breaks.
Drink water.
I'll do
Drink
that.
water. Drink water, bitch.
I've lost my tails and I've gained bone codpiece.
Aw, man. My drink water bitch is off. I don't have drink water bitch available. Damn it.
Your gift sub has expired. Click here to go to the channel and resubscribe. No, never. That's fair. Do not.
Oh, so you hate him. So you hate him, so you despise him. So you want Noid to live out in a cardboard box out in the fucking snowy plains of the tundras of northern Saskatchewan, right? So you hate him, so you despise
like hell
him.
I'm moving there.
So you want him to like never know the touch of another person ever again. So you want him to like never know kindness. So you never want him to like sit near a warm campfire surrounded by his friends. You don't want anything good for him. You want him to make sure that he never eats a good sandwich, a succulent Chinese meal, never again. you hate him. You hate him heavy style. This is what you're denying him by denying him a subscription.
He wouldn't want that.
Twitch.tv/TheNoidBag. Home of like one of the few Ghost Rider emotes on the platform. What the fuck, dude?
I booted up my Switch the other day and it was like, hey, do you want these F-Zero emotes? And I was like, I know somebody who would.
F-Zero.
I'm going to take a piss and then I'll be right back.
I'll go and get a drink of water. I finished my water, so I'm gonna go get more water.
Drink water.
Wow, look at this fucking guy.
All right, let me go and find my my drink water bitch soundbite video. Wait, hang on a minute. Now I remember where I put it. It's on my stream deck. Only you can hear these sick beats, chat room. Only you and I can hear young scrolls. It's good. I have I have an idea of things that I can do with it, but it requires me to like actually work on something, and I forget what that's like. I forgot what the act of editing a video or like booting up Sony Vegas is like. I had to make a short today to like warm up and figure out what a user interface was. Because rather than work on anything that could possibly help me get off of, I just decided instead to play video games online. Yeah. Yes, Neo. Yes. Yes, I am always here. I am always available. For better or for worse. Just like how the way that I feel on your lips, I understand. Many people are saying this. Many people are talking about this. Incredible. What are, if Faye were still here, I could like pull up the thing. I could show her a thing. I have no idea when the thing will be completed, but I have a thing in the work. And I'm looking forward to it.
If Delphin got a sex change, would that make them MILF?
Sure.
I only say this because I saw WILF.
Well, I mean, I sometimes was called Dilf. DYLPH.
That's pretty good.
Dilf T Dilf. I think my my channel banner is Apollo saying some shit.
Oh, my game's
Hold on.
not showing up.
What is it?
There we go.
Oops, Delphine.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm gonna get this granola bar open.
How do I even see like what my channel banner is?
This granola bar doesn't want to open.
Well, that's not good. Kinda...
I called Tilf until he said Twink I'd like to fuck instead of Tilf I'd like to fuck, so I stopped saying
it. You just gotta finagle the bar.
Gotta faff around.
I will find every single way to make you uncomfortable. What do you think I've been doing my entire life?
There we go. The bar has been opened. The niggle
bar?
has been finned. Oh yeah, Noid had a granola bar.
Mm-hmm. I'm munching.
Oh, yeah.
It's very loud.
But also, I'm sure bars are open at this point too.
I was thinking of like bars in this video game. Like, wait, what? There's like a drinking station here.
Shepard
some
goes to
secrets over here?
the one in town all the time, and then he will always post a picture whenever he goes there.
And then complain about being always broke. Where's my money going? says man spending all of his money on booze. It's like unironically almost like one of the that meme was like somebody good at the economy, please help, my family is starving. $10 utilities, $20 games, $5,000 booze, $20 gas.
Booze, burgers,
Then help.
pizza.
Well, they wouldn't be
Alright.
starving with the pizza and burgers.
I mean, if you're the only one eating it. It's like that one,
That's true.
that one old Family Guy bit. I'm struggling to remember the exact, phrasing of it, so I'll just, like, you know, reference the guy who is, like, extremely obese, and he's sitting there eating an entire meal himself while his family is, like, withering, and they're just like, please, and he's like, no, and stabs one with a fork. I bought so much beer today, don't tell Rachel.
Don't worry, it's boys' night. It's boys' night tonight. There ain't no Rachel. She don't know.
I remember seeing my father drink exactly one beer in the entire time I was a conscious human being. And other than that, he pretty much never drank. And his thing was cigarettes. He was a big smoker. And I can say that from growing up around two people that smoked, I never want to do it. So I'm pretty firmly in the, like, does not do any sort of drug period. Just never appealed to me.
Yeah. Only drugs I do are
Okay, I think I
prescribed.
figured out how to aim the Kinsect.
That said, I'm not going to tell people not to drink. It's a cultural norm, you know? Humans love the drinking. This is a big bug.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
In fact, some monkeys love the drinking. I forget what
It's
primate.
not just monkeys either.
Yeah, there are other creatures
there's-
too.
Yeah, there are many. Every single time that there's like a particular sweet peach or something, like some sort of sweet fruit that ripes, pretty much like the entire forest comes by and just like fucking intoxicates themselves. It was a very fun video to watch whenever I was in middle school.
Also, if we're going to get broad about it and not just use fermenting into alcohol, but like rather utilizing toxins to achieve highs, the fact that dolphins will go and bully pufferfish so that way they blow up and then chew on them is like one of the craziest things.
Dolphins are
Everyone loves
fucked
to
up.
get high.
Dolphins are one of the more human creatures out there. Like they apparently one of the really interesting things is they have specific like audible noises that they make for particular dolphins. So like they will see a specific dolphin that they know and they'll make like a particular noise for that dolphin specifically for them. That reaches like a certain pitch or frequency. And it's like, so they kind of have identifiers for one another to be like, hey, you're you. I know who you are. But the really wild part is they can recognize each other's particular noise for each other over the phone. Somebody put them on like speaker
cool.
with one another and they can tell who each other are without seeing each other. And it's like, that's sick, okay. But it also does make it even more fucked up when you realize that like dolphins like bully and assault each other, and you're like, could dolphins cyberbully? Also, yeah,
My
also
metal
the,
album, Cyberbullying Dolphins.
also the sexual assault is a thing.
Yeah, just
That's-
like finding a fish and just like using the fish mouth.
I will now proceed to pleasure
Weird.
myself with this fish.
A fish is fine too.
Dude, the worst part of a cat is fine too is I've read the manga that's from. I went and found it.
You're a step ahead of me.
I spent enough
I
time on
definitely did not
4chan
care
back
enough.
in the day. Part of me laments the death of 4chan. As much of a cesspit as it is, some gold came out of there.
Kyle guy, rest in peace. Fucking love Tile Guy.
Tower Guy's pretty good. Never gonna have another MD Geist situation where one guy takes on the persona of a 1980s anime or 1990s anime dude, and then just proceeds to ban every single person that posts about a particular anime they don't like, to the point where they have to be revoked as mod, but it takes like 2 months to do so, because fucking 4chan was a nightmare hell site. So they just would go into threads and just post, like, MD Geist killing people in the fucking OVAs that he's from, and then respond to people that were posting about K-On! Just banning them. And not even, like, temp banning them, but, like, IP banning them.
Jesus.
Tilfin flashed me
Into their
unconsensually with Tile Guy the other day.
And by the other day, he means like whenever I posted it in your Discord like last month.
Yeah.
The march of time does not stop.
I'm
And it was not just you. It was not a targeted Neo attack. As much as he wants all of my attention lavished upon him, and him only, for me to like crawl into his walls
still the
and just like
other day.
have like one of my replace his webcam that he uses to take pictures of himself in thigh highs in his full length mirror. Replace one of his webcams with my eyeballs.
Shake your ass for me.
All right, you got it, babe. Hold on.
You need a reverse side of your character.
There you go. There you go, sweetheart.
Like that that drawing that they do where it's like the ass cheeks, but they're like just two like semi-spheres basically.
Yeah.
Why is everyone so mean to me? I hope that my my hand clapping went over the microphone and it like actually displayed the joke properly and correctly.
I didn't hear it.
And
It was
fuck.
barely
All right.
audible.
Did not. Damn it. Joke failed. Joke failed. Abort. Abort the bit. It's over. It's fucking over, dude.
Crash.
All my years of clown college wasted.
Crash out just because you can't fucking troll.
Crash out because of one joke flopping too many.
Jesus Christ. The fact that the skeletal greatsword is 6,666.
Oh, real?
They had to add an extra 6.
Yeah, the super antichrist.
Monster Keenbone. Montor Keenbone. I'm guessing that's going to be just digging the piles of bones.
Probably.
I am wearing a leather diaper, aren't I?
A fundoshi?
A leather
like
a leather fundoshi sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. You can find ways to make it work.
I'm reminded of whenever people say assless chaps, and then it's like all chaps are assless. But there are leather chaps, which is different. Noid should be a Fujoshi is an interesting sentiment, given that would mean that I would have to transition.
Now just believe that you're a girl and you're a girl. That's how it works, right? I think, if I understand, I have to ask the girlies about this one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to ask somebody who knows better.
Do I
I
get the trans rep card by saying that if you think that you're an egg, then you're an egg. Like just go ahead, be a woman. You don't need to transition just yet.
Sometimes I am like the most like blatantly cisgendered male. Like it's like sometimes I'm very atypical for men, and then other times I'll just whip out like I don't bother to shave because it's just a pain in the ass, or like I'm using the same phone for 10 years because I just don't want to be bothered to have to change my login information.
I just finally bought like a, well, I say by finally I mean like 6 or 7 years ago I bought the I bought my phone, and I made sure to make it like one of the damn good ones so I didn't have to update it for like 12 years.
Mine is
What is
mine is so bad at
Galaxy
this point.
S21?
Yeah, I just got like a new Google Pixel because like if I can't get one of my weird. Oh Christ! I spawned right next to a beast.
You sure did.
Which color? Yellow? Hell yeah, let's
But-
go, dude. I love the crabs.
But I got that because it's like if I can't get one of my weird third-party phones made by fucking freaks, then I'll get the next best thing, the surveillance state phone. Ow! Ha!
I'll be there in a few minutes.
That's fine.
Bro, I don't need this green. In game, I could use some extra green in my life.
Dude,
Like
that's
a copious amount of green, actually, like a huge amount of green in my life. But just like not in this video game, dude. Stop giving me green.
Almost there.
this man be covered in bone.
Yeah. He's a
Like
hermit
I
crab.
keep hitting
That's
it.
a shell.
It's like I want to
You
hit the
bounce a lot.
soft underside, please.
Ah, you've exposed your weak underbelly.
Me all the time.
Attacking his weak point for massive damage.
You sure are.
He's going down.
Ow.
I'm shouting timber.
I don't know the rest of that song.
Don't worry
You
about it.
better move. You better dance.
Ow. That hit me.
I used to
square in the
almost be
face.
able to do the rap for that song as well.
I went for a walk today, and like every song that it gave me was like edgelord music from 2004 or a song from 1965, and there was no in between.
Yeah. There we go.
This
For
guy's
some odd
just-
reason, I don't think I've ever heard this thing make noises before today.
I was gonna say, this thing just sounds like Tilfin playing Wizard Boy. I can't wait for that game to update more. It's a fucking wild game. The fact that the update that I saw was like there are spiders and they can use maces is incredible.
Spider maze.
I'm trying to, like, not observe. I'm trying my best to not perceive. Like, there's that one, there's Gloomwood, and then there's,
Yeah, Gloomwood's
a
in
third
there.
game.
Good old
There's a third one
Szymanski's.
that I'm really looking out for, but I can't remember what it's called. I thought it was Skin Deep, but Skin Deep was another video game that I played that was really cool. But it was not the M-Sim that I was thinking of.
I saw that recently. Somebody played that. I think it was NL.
Yes, yes he did.
I like that it forces me to try and solve my problems indirectly, which is something that I'm very bad at by virtue of, I don't know, being a fucking moron and a barbaric creature that just wants to
Yeah.
hit all of his problems away.
Just be murder hobo.
Well, I like to think that I have better sense than being a murder hobo. I would just a bit more like I can solve most of my problems through a gratuitous violence
It was
and or just diplomacy.
it was an
But any
interesting
sort of like
time.
finesse is lost on me.
It was an interesting time playing Baldur's Gate with Rachel, because without Nick being a part of the equation, it meant that there was a lot more, we'll say, argumentation between the two of us about, like, what we should do. And Rachel largely always just kind of came out as, like, can I just, like, beat this guy's shit in? And me being like, hold on, I've got shape-shifting, and then I'd, like, turn into a gnome and crawl into the vents.
GG, easy, get destroyed, nerd.
Indeed.
Average crustacean experience.
Walks onto the beach, gets mobbed by 3 dudes, fucking dies. Sucks out here being a crab.
So, I'm assuming that Rachel has typoed, unless she has only finished half a sentence. But she sent me a message from the world of D&D, and it just said, I gave these idiots. And I'm assuming it's supposed to be hate.
Yeah, Gave and Hate is one of them that gets mixed up on the swipe autocorrect.
Yeah. And so it's like, I'm assuming that they are being bad at D&D as per usual. Because they are in the we don't take things that seriously camp a lot of the time. And Rachel is like, you are currently in a, like, war against, essentially, neo-Nazis. And they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna fuck around, though.
It's difficult to find people that you vibe with for a D&D session. At least it is for me. Possibly not for everyone else.
I didn't play a whole lot, but I liked the group I was with.
I'm actually quite proud of myself for having sat down and like writing stuff for a Lancer tabletop session yesterday.
I really gave it a good old
I
college
should have
try.
sat down and done it like again today, but like it was Oblivion to play.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to play video games.
That was, ironically enough, part of the problem with the D&D experience when I tried it. Because
Yeah.
Nick just wanted to play it like it was Divinity, so he wasn't interested in role-playing. Rachel didn't like the setting and the everything that was being put forward by the DM, so she wasn't really trying to participate, and I was like, I'm trying here, but I'm carrying for 2 people. And I've never played before, so that's not good.
Yeah, a lot of the experience with less experienced D&D players is that they're often not going to want to roleplay. Like their idea of playing D&D comes from playing Skyrim, playing Oblivion, playing a lot of modern CRPGs or video games that have been influenced by Dungeons and Dragons or have roots in Dungeons and Dragons or whatnot.
Yep.
And then they go in and they want to beat shit up. They want like 3 hours of combat. But like you set them down and you say, all right, act like somebody else. Solve a problem that does not require punching things. And they clam up. They lock up instantly. They don't know how to do it.
I put
But
a
it
lot
takes
of
like a
effort
solid
into that
3 or 4
character.
sessions.
I put a lot of effort into that character and got like 2 sessions, 3 sessions out of it before it collapsed under its own weight. And I'm like, my fucking snake oil salesman warlock, man, come on.
Yeah. It's hard.
I like that this food is like, it often speeds up sharpening time. And I'm like, often?
Pretty much always. If it says often. Because everything's just a chance of things happening.
Story of my life.
But yeah, one of the really cool things about trying to get a new player to role play is I'll show them that you don't have to act as your character. You can like indicate what it is that your character is doing. Like you can describe what it is that your character is doing. Like you don't have to specifically act as your character and say what words, word for word, what it is that they're doing.
You can Mass
You can
Effect
just
it.
Yeah, you don't have to pantomime.
You can give the dialogue wheel.
yeah.
Jamanthony takes out his gun and points it at the other man threateningly.
Well, I mean, you would normally do that anyways, but then it's like the dialogue that would come with it.
I mean, if
Like
you're
if
doing
you're just
that in
like having a
combat.
conversation with another character, you don't have to say every single word that your character says. You can like
You can infer.
through the influence of a role, you can just like say, okay, well, my character sits down with another NPC over at the bar, and they get into a conversation and want to stealthily pry for information using their knowledge and bluff checks.
Yeah.
And then
It doesn't need to be as
yeah.
in-depth as people think it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to do that for the sake of brevity.
That is often how I will run like an entire first session with a brand new D&D player.
I saw an interview, quote unquote, we'll say. It was it's a podcast hosted by the guy that's the fucking Marvel Punisher. He has a podcast where he just sits down with other actors and people that he knows. And he had a fucking sit down with the lady that is like the tertiary main character from the Daredevil show. And apparently she's like a huge D&D player to the point where when COVID hit and she wasn't able to get as many acting roles, she was just like being a for-hire DM. And I'm like, that's a way to do it, man.
Yeah.
And she was like trying to convince him how to play D&D, because even though he is like a big actor man and nerdy shit, he was like, yeah, I was originally a jock and then I just got into theater. He's the fucking protagonist from High School Musical.
Oh, Zac Efron?
I just don't know the character's name.
Can somehow
yeah.
always remember like Ashley Tisdale and Zac Efron by their names.
I do know
But,
Ashley Tisdale
would not tell you,
from,
like,
what's it? Sweet Life of
David
Zack and
Hayter.
Cody. Yeah, David Hayter. David Hayter's funny because they'll like fucking post random weird shit, and you're just like, why is this guy posting this? But it's not unhinged like Ruben Langdon. Oh, poor Ruben.
I saw him post on Blue Sky the other day where it's like he got his order from Starbucks. He's like, oh man, don't you hate whenever they get your name wrong?
Yeah, the
And,
Solid Snake
he
one.
got his name back as a Solid Snake.
Yeah, that was a good post. Like that's like the kind of quality you can expect from him, whereas like you go to fucking Dante May Cries and it's just like conspiracy theories and shit about magnets.
Sorry.
I got my last hit in. Doesn't matter.
All right, sweet. Illness is a bit unwieldy.
This entire game is unwieldy.
True.
That's true.
I think that, like, even though I'm not particularly good at it, that I've gotten a better handle at this than Monster Hunter Worlds.
similarly named website that sent you an Ultra Kill Steam page. Quake May Cry was like the workshop name for Ultra Kill. That was what it was called before it was called Ultra Kill.
Yeah, it used to be on, like, buses and shit. I remember when they advertised it.
And it still works.
Yeah.
You can still go to Quake May Cry and get directed to the Steam page for Ultra Kill.
Alternatively, you can just talk to Gianni Matrigano and they'll tell you to go play the game.
Oh, we're hunting both of them. Okay.
Yes.
It actually doesn't work. You're a fucking liar. I did it the other day. You're a liar and it's a skill issue. Plus your toes stink.
You failed your persuasion check.
Plus you're unshowered knave.
Do not poison me.
Fucked up with a capital up that the Warthog does not give you a red buff.
Ow!
What does it give? What colored buff does it give?
It's Milliman that's not on you.
Don't worry about it.
It's not my fault that every man just has a smell and they all smell awful and I hate men.
I definitely do not think that I smell good, but I've been told that I don't smell bad, and that's all I care about.
Finally, he can't flash us no more. We're safe. We're allowed to play video games around this Gypseros.
That almost... I don't know why its name almost sounds like a slur.
That's the Japanese. It is somewhat uncomfortable to say.
I think it's because it's just really close to Gypsy.
Yeah.
You can't do the backflip. Damn.
I remember hanging out online years and years ago with a person that I've talked about it before, but it's another thing that just lives in my brain. I remember hanging out with a person online who was from Romania, and they had like insanely good internet for the time, even though the country is not like what you would anticipate as the most developed in terms of those sorts of infrastructures. And they would just constantly talk about how much they hated the Romani people. Like it was really like crazy. And it was one of those things where like you sit there and it's like, this is like pre-racist. And then they're like, it is like kind of racist, but at the same time, like I've seen like my friends get robbed by gypsies constantly, so it's like, yeah, you know what, I think that there is like a certain level of, you're just gonna be a little prejudiced if your country is full of a thing that is going on like that, but it is still bad. Don't talk to me about this, please. I don't have a way as like a Westerner to have this sort of conversation. I don't encounter many Romani people. And then, like, the only time I do is, America has decided, what if we made a show about fucking Roma people? And then talk about, like, weddings. And I'm like, oh, good old America.
Oh, my big fat Greek husband.
Oh, did you see the fucking one lady, the politician, that was like, we should make immigrants compete on television to get
I did see
citizenship?
I did unfortunately see that.
I
did see that we live in a boring, awful dystopia. I did see that we live in a terrible, awful place. Yes,
I
Noid.
loved
Thank you for reminding me. I love going online and playing video games with my friends to be reminded that I live in a shithole.
I just love the fact that somebody...
Shut the fuck up.
I love the fact that somebody was like, Paul Verhoeven is the most vindicated satirist. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? All the RoboCop and, like, Starship Trooper shit, like... He's spot on. He's got it. But also at the same time, not enough cyber cops shooting CEOs at windows.
No, we just have normal people doing that on the street.
I saw a Cybertruck today.
Oh, you did?
The first one I've ever seen in real life.
I've seen one here and abouts.
It was terrible. It was wrapped in like a awful white material.
It seems like it was probably trying to stop the rain from rusting it.
The place that I live in is like a very die-hard ride or die, like Ford F-150 gas, like a. We actually do have a place that has like a rebel flag on it, just like very proudly displaying the fucking Confederate flag that says 100% real gasoline, 100% pure gasoline. That shit's loaded up all the fucking time.
That's crazy.
It always has a line for it. But I have seen more Teslas in the past 7 months than I have ever around here. Like, I did not see like a single electric vehicle. And then for like the past 7 months, I've been seeing like a Cybertruck every single day. If that gives you any sort of indication of how like disgustingly hate-filled everything is around here is.
You live in such a unique place.
I fucking hate it here. Get me out.
I went on a really long rant again today because I was out for so long. Where I was like, why the fuck do we not have a light rail? Like, why is there not a super fast train across Canada? I was on that tangent again. It's like there needs to be one that goes from like somewhere in Labrador out to BC all the way through the other provinces. Just at least one. Froze out today? Yeah, I had to go and purchase a new cellular device.
I need a new phone too, but I just do not want to go out and get one.
It's gotten to the point where it is almost impossible to turn my old phone on by pressing the power button.
Oh no.
So, if you want to turn my phone on reliably now, you plug it in and it lights up the screen.
Oh yeah, that's definitely time for a new phone.
Yeah. Work sucks. I mean, I don't doubt that. We drove by your work, and there was a moment of me going like, should we go in and harass Shepard?
Yeah, I saw that you were like almost about to work 11 days in a row. As I was tempted to tag you into the Discord and be like, bro, I thought you were a gardener, not a postal worker.
Night is coming? True.
What a terrible night to have a curse.
What a terrible night to eat this granola bar.
This is gonna have to be my last quest. I am getting very tired.
That's fair.
Alright, fair enough. I think I might actually go back to aerial style insect glaive. I kind of like their the air attack that they get when you do a forward vault. Not like a dodge roll vault, but like they turn into a pizza cutter in the air.
Let's see.
You do the good old Attack on Titan spin.
I refuse to acknowledge Attack on Titan as a real anime. I refuse to give it anything other than like they had the cool grapple hook movement system that they have not implemented into it as a single fucking video game. So it's still not real. But pizza cutters are for Dante and Zero from Mega Man.
Oh no, that movement system was in fact in a video game. It was in Fort Nort.
Like I said, sucked. Was not in a video game and was good. You forgot like the extra part of that sentence.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's because it's called Titanfall. And you're never going to get another one.
Okay, I'm actually fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm actually entirely fine with not getting a Titanfall 3.
Yeah, because it was going to be an extraction shooter.
Well, it wouldn't even matter if it were an extraction shooter. It was going to be like some other form of video game that was just going to suck ass. And it was not going to be great. Aerial, I say. Absolutely. Insect glaive, I say. Also, Faye, since you're here, I have
Hello,
I
Freddy.
have a thing that may have interest. Observe. But like a couple of years after I played Titanfall 2, I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. I'm gonna go and replay it. And then I replayed it. And while I was replaying, I was like, man, I wish there was a Titanfall 3. I'm looking forward to a Titanfall 3. I would love to have a Titanfall 3 for like 2 or 3 years afterwards. And then like I was playing video games that were made in the years after Titanfall 2. I was like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Do I actually want a Titanfall 3? And then every single time that Titanfall 3 gets canceled, like, oh well, shit. There goes another hamster in the microwave.
Dude, the KOTOR remake has been, like, cancelled and hiatus, like, 6 times.
But we got that high definition render of Revan. Not all is lost.
What's your over/under on Silksong getting delayed again?
Probably not.
It's supposed to come out this year.
Like, maybe it will get delayed, but, I mean, if the whole game is going to be available at that stupid art exhibit.
Yeah.
Will make you strangle a goat.
Somebody with my passion for KOTOR.
I would love to see KOTOR as like a functional video game.
It's like I was saying, BioWare has never made a game that functioned properly before Veilguard for some reason.
Have I checked out Ultra Kill? I love
there
the
it is.
fuck out of Ultra Kill. I played like the demo. I did like the first act, and then I said, "All right, I'm gonna wait for the game to be finished before I play a movement shooter crackhead style Devil May Quake May Cry game."
The best part about that game is that you can find Wooly's corpse with Pat being a tiny dwarf next to him. Amongst the various other things.
I don't think I've beaten KOTOR all the way through. Not the first one. I think I get to like the Starforge.
Yeah, it's always the Starforge, man. It's the last
I always get to
level.
the Starforge and then something about it. I get distracted
Water, bitch.
every single time.
The Starforge fucking sucks.
Happens to me so many times. I mean, I don't think I hated the Starforge.
It's just
But
not
also,
very
I should
good.
probably go back and just replay it.
KOTOR's nice
I
because it's
couldn't-
not actually that long of an RPG. It just feels like it, but it isn't.
And then in a F-Zero GX fashion, I really like the
Oh, you're really
the
big.
swoop cart mini game.
Oh, fuck. God,
Oh no.
I used to scream about that when I was a child. I used to get to that and be terrible, and I would just rage.
Dude, I always fucked with the swoop carts. The
Stayed for
swoop
2
carts
hours
were-
late tonight? Jesus. Did you play Pazak?
KOTOR 2 without the restoration mod? Damn. That's hardcore.
I usually
As
play
soon as,
KOTOR
like,
2 without the
KOTOR
restoration
2
mod. Because it's what I know. Because I used to play it on Xbox.
I like all the extra interactions and cutscenes that you got with the restoration mod, especially the ones between it's not Carthonasi. Carthonasi is the first game, isn't it?
Yeah. Atten Rand.
Atten Rand, yeah. I always call him like KOTOR 2 Karth. I can never remember his name.
The
Even while I'm playing it.
The anti-Karth, because Karth was such like a fucking stick-in-the-mud goody two-shoot. Karth came back in the form of Kaiden Alenko in Mass Effect. Do you want the
That
most
thing is
boring
like-
milquetoast, just basic bitch good guy? Here you go. At least Karth had, like,
You can't say
family
that about
drama.
Caden, he's gay.
No, I can say that about him.
You're homophobic if you say that about him. /J. /J, 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 /SRS, /J.
But yeah, there's
I was
also
being
the there was also what's his face, the I can never remember his name. It was like the Acolyte or something like that. The other one, not the Handmaiden, the blonde guy that looks like fucking Prince Charming.
The
I've never
Mandalorian,
played
or
No, in 2, there's if you play as a woman, you can get like the other guy. I think it's only if you play as a woman. Cuz that's like you can get the handmaiden or you can get that guy or something like that. But like that guy is unfinished. His shit's like all fucked. Because of that game.
dude? How long were you stuck on the fucking Pelagus mining facility
Depends.
in KOTOR 2 the first time you played through it?
Yeah, I was gonna say first time I was there for like 8 years. It takes so long to get out of fucking Pragus.
Yeah, I know the character that you're talking about now. He's like some sort of book dude.
Yeah,
He's a giant fucking
the
nerd.
Jedi nerd. Yeah. I saw a post recently that was a person talking about KOTOR 1 and how they were playing it while their sibling was playing it, and their friend or their sibling fucking like just killed Juhani, the Catwoman, like right at the beginning. Because they were like, oh, it's a Sith, okay, and then they killed her and were like, oh shit, I can take her lightsaber, I can have a red lightsaber, and then the other person talked her down and got a party member. It was like, oh yeah, you can totally talk her down and like recruit the character, and he went, oh cool, thanks for spoiling the game for me. I'm like, how's that a spoiler? You're playing different games at this point, you've diverged, like...
I don't get those people.
It would be something for like knowledge that you want to be spoiled on for like a future gameplay.
Yeah, but
like,
also...
if you ever want to play through it a second time, it's something that you're like now aware of that you can do. It's like, oh, this could encourage me to do a second playthrough.
Oh my god, I'm just getting fish fucked. Get me out of here.
Royal Ludroth is coming here for a royal dick sucking. Let's go, dude.
I really like Atten, actually, as a character. A guy who just, like, plays everything extremely close to the vest. And then, the more you find out about him, it's like, oh yeah, that playing it close to the vest is a legitimate, like, mental technique he has been conditioned to do by being in the military.
I always felt bad doing a Sith run with Atten. So I never did a Sith run in KOTOR 2.
I've definitely turned
I
Atten
would get
into
like
a Sith.
I would get through like halfway into the Telos.
Yeah,
with the restoration stuff. And then I would be like,
I feel bad.
like the very first time where Atten Rand starts questioning himself, like, oh, I don't know,
fuck off.
my body just moved on its own. I didn't question about being a bad guy. Like, oh man, Atten, no.
I've never played any of the KOTOR games, so I have no input. Wow, that hurts. Really
Missing out.
They are genuinely
KOTOR
really
very
good, but
good.
they are a rough return.
I've played rough games from the past.
True, you've definitely played rougher games. It's more just because of the fact that it is like a RPG that is in the vein of like Baldur's Gate, but is but it's like
He shoulder checked me like 3 times in a row, and I was stunned for the last one.
It's just it's like it's in the vein of Baldur's Gate where it's like you can pause and do stuff, but like mostly it's going to be done in real time, and it translates really weird to a 3-dimensional environment. Dragon Age has the same problems.
Okay.
Like if you've ever played Origin, it's just Origin but like earlier.
Okay. That kind of tracks. Despite us losing that, I still think I'm going to have to take off.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm just
Real?
incredibly tired.
I mean, I get it.
Real.
Are you wanting
I
to
will.
continue, or you get to pause?
I think if we do the fish, then that would be like the last one before we do an urgent quest.
Okay.
And I think I have it in me to do that one and then one more. So possibly fish urgent, and then I go bed, or fish urgent and then +1.
Oh, you're being raided.
Silver Lake. What? Why is the alert not going off? Why are your eardrums not
See you,
exploding?
Misty. I hope you have a good night.
You guys enjoy.
Where is it at? Where my Twitch? Hey, Twitch. Open up the box. Twitch.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to see you, my guy.
I'm gonna eat
Welcome
this.
on in.
I'm gonna eat this granola bar and piss everybody off.
How dare you? How dare you interact with your metabolic system? How dare you continue your human life? Hey, unicorn. Welcome back in. How's the Atlas? I swear, like I tab over to my my Discord, and it's like a two-horned unicorn is currently playing Atlas for like 3 years in a row. Like, damn. The Maple Story servers are doing it for him. But I am really looking forward to Atlas getting more updates. I want to see. I genuinely want to play more content. I would love to see if they could like get seasonal content in it, like action RPG. Because that would be cool.
I'm so sorry. Horses do not have cloaca.
They do. Don't let them lie to you. Horses also lay eggs.
That is true, however.
Yeah. Not a very well known fact. But like one of the reasons why farmers have to wear like gigantic up to the shoulder gloves for when birthing horses is because they have to like pull out an egg, and it's like fucked up process. Yeah, Silver Lake. Nice to meet you. Welcome on in. Hopefully horse eggs do not turn you away from the fact that Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is a fun game where we get body checked by a fucking fish.
Not even remotely the worst conversation that they could have come into. We've had so many significantly worse.
It is unhinged and weird enough. Like, I don't know, maybe an icebreaker.
I want a horse egg omelet, true. Get out of the water. Thank you.
Set expectations for the newcomers. It is true. And then I get really weird looks at parties. Thankfully, I don't get kicked out of them because I just open up with like, "Hey, do you guys hate cars? You don't? Well, here's why you should." And then I commandeer the conversation, such as it is. There is no actual conversation. It is actually just me preaching the devalues of cars and how cars fucking suck ass.
Advocating public
and
transit.
It should be deleted.
Arguably your most controversial take in these times.
I hate it. I'm gonna put my face down in the water. we get no that face when we get no trains.
Sick of grilling sausages? I mean, I would be sick of doing your job as well.
Need to do some work on your bikes. I need
a bike.
I need to get on my bike.
You have a bike. I need a bike.
I have 2 bikes. I have one for like normal everyday use, and then I've got one that I go fishing with me. put like a gun holster on it, and then I put a metal bat in the gun holster. For my one that I go fishing with.
It's apocalyptic shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the hyperspace
I
hip
actually
check
saw,
has already been killing us.
Oh yeah, we all got like party wiped by the gigantic fish check. The Akira from Virtua. No, I can't say Virtua Quest. It's not Virtua Quest. It's Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Quest is just like the Virtua Fighter game that I played.
Yeah,
which
well,
isn't actually a Virtua Fighter game at all.
Soon you'll be able to play Virtua Fighter all over again.
Oh. Yes.
It's somehow not dead.
Bike with a shotgun rack on the fork. True and real? Real?
For real.
We can workshop this. That is one of the bikes that you can fish up in my exclamation point fish game. There's a there's an 1860s, I think, Colombian military bicycle that has a mounted machine gun on it. And I thought it was like really no, it was Polish. It was a Polish bicycle that had a gun rack. You know, it was super cool.
I dig the idea of a bike with a gun on it, but at the same time I am fearful of this creation.
I saw a post like, yeah, the Cybertruck is the worst thing that you could possibly have for an apocalypse. If you're doom prepping, it's like the Cybertruck is not for you. And then I immediately thought, oh, if you're doom prepping at all with a car, you're doing it wrong. You're a fake doom prepper. Give me the Project Zomboid mod that has bicycles. Give me a bicycle.
A bike is a good idea just because of how quiet it is, but it will not get you through certain environments, unfortunately.
False. Incorrect. Wrong. Every other environment you can just walk through.
Well, yeah,
and you can definitely push a bike through a stand of trees
Oh.
better than you can push a car through.
I just got knocked into the next loading zone. Well, thank you. I can heal.
Downhill, wide open, the bike shoots your leg.
Rollerblades are where it's at. I mean, I wouldn't want to become a rollerblade zombie, personally.
You're already assuming that you're just going to be a zombie. Honestly, if you're going to be taken out, and it's, you're going to get infected, why not just like immobilize yourself and make yourself like the most worthless zombie possible, so that you become as harmless as possible? I think are the words I'm searching for. What's a human lexicon?
I would say harmless.
But if you're trying to make yourself
reasonable.
as inept as possible, wait, went to a different area. Oops. Hee.
Yep, I had the exact same reaction. I really like the way that, like, I'm not a huge fan of The Walking Dead. I really like the way that they handled the banality of solving a zombie crisis, which was like after the world eventually came back from being in a shithole, people were just like, well, zombies are just like a fact of life, so like, guess we're just gonna keep them around and use them, right? It's like the government figured out ways to get around people zombifying. Laws were put into place, actions were set, you know, preparations made for expected individuals that are thought that they're going to die, etc. And it's just like zombie deaths minimized, the spread of the infection was more or less contained, etc. And it's like, yeah, like eventually humans would probably get that shit on lock. We're pretty good at doing that at the end of the, you know, problem. It's the up until then. Oh, I couldn't get to heal. Oh. But
the Reconstruction era, let's go, dude.
The idea of just like rattling around fucking with a zombie on a leash or something Shaun of the Dead style is like, yeah, no, humans would do it. We are fucking dumb enough to do that. People willfully take in, like, jaguars to their house.
Yeah.
Noid is the vampire lord causing zombies. It's kind of like Death Stranding. You have to burn the bodies when they die, because otherwise Ghost touches them and causes third impact. Yeah. Death Stranding's fucking wild, dude.
I need to play it. I need to like study it actually. Just like less play it and more just like observe its symbolism. Search for the themes that they're trying to go for. Just like enjoy the vibes of it.
A lot of it is Hideo Kojima learned about Egyptian mythology and the differences of the souls. And a lot of it is Hideo Kojima wants to make puns.
And also get all of his movie
buddies.
cameo friends.
Yeah. Like here's Die Hard Man. Was it because he really likes Die Hard? No, it's because he's hard to kill. Oh, here's Heartman. Oh, well, is it because he cares about people a lot? No, it's because he turns his heart off every couple of minutes. So that way he can experience the other side. And then he resuscitates himself.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, his is actually pretty cool. But, I mean, he had to give a cool idea to fucking Nicholas Winding Refn because, again, movie buddies. The funniest shit that came out of Death Stranding was the Death Stranding 1 production photos where Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen would just be out smoking and Kojima would just be sitting on the steps pretending to smoke with them because he doesn't smoke. God damn it, motherfucker! I stood up!
I was 2 frames away from getting out a life powder.
I'm so sorry.
Ah, you're good.
Do I need to just,
that just means I gotta not fucking die.
I just gotta pump armor spheres is the answer. Just become strong.
Yeah.
I am using some ancient equipment, we'll say.
Yeah, this dude is one of the gatekeepers of all time.
Lock in, is that right? I mean, sometimes.
I don't think I really need to lock in. I don't think we're in that dire of a strait. I can still get my money for nothing. Not getting my chicks for free, that's for damn sure.
Which monsters are Gaslight and Girl Boss? Don't worry about that.
Teostra is Gaslight, because you don't actually have to fight them at all. Girl Boss is Rajang, because, oh, fuck that. Actual boss of all time. And it's probably necessary at some point. But we got a couple of actual real gatekeepers. I think this is like one of the first of them. And then we got Shara Ishvalda as like gatekeeper number 2. And then we got Diablos as gatekeeper number 3.
Fucking Diablos.
Yeah, Faye and I were playing for like close to 4 hours, and we did like all of 2 fights against. We managed to complete 2 fights against the Diablos in G rank.
Jesus Christ. Diablos made me so damn mad.
Yeah.
Sir, please? Well, fair. I deserve that one. We just strategically jump out of there.
Give me that tail, dude.
Oh, I see you're looking
Bring
at
me
me.
that Google Doc.
I see you looking at me.
I think you're safe. You can just like run out.
I ran out so that way I can go heal, yeah. It's just, I was
Yeah.
like, I was sitting there sharpening and it just immediately tracked on and I was like, no, let's not do this maybe. Oh, hi. You're still here.
Yeah, he's still around. Yeah, he's still hanging out.
Poison feels a lot less poison in this game.
I never trust the status weapons,
Yeah, that's reasonable.
especially poison. Like I can, I feel like I can trust paralyze and I can trust sleep. I don't think that I can ever trust.
Oh, we're limping,
poison.
okay. I do want to go for a paralyzed weapon at some point. It is on the docket. I'm so sorry, your squirmy squirms did damage to me whilst I was attempting to hit you. Greatsword, I respect it. I just like the simplicity of doing a big overhead swing. And this game allows me to do the greatest of that, which is that I can do a big old overhead swing while jumping.
I think whenever the rocket greatsword came out for World,
It's so cool.
I would use a lot of that for whenever I was playing with another person. Like I would never play greatsword by myself because you never want to play a very slow weapon on your own. If you're a terrible bad shitter like me.
I'm terrible at Monster Hunter, but like I do genuinely play somehow decently when playing on my own using Greatsword. Granted, I should block more, but dude, can you fucking allow me to escape? Thank you. Poison was so good and for you, even managed to poison the very poison resistant. Okay, maybe it's just me then. I mean, probably it is just like get good stats, but you know. No block, only charge hits. Do big jump and then mount monster, actually. Oh, well, alright. Do you know how they did, like, the Devil May Cry crossover thing, like, putting Dante in? Oh, it just... You popped in and it just collapsed. That was incredible. They need to do, like, a Devil May Cry 5 version of it instead. And just put fucking Nero and Virgil and all of them in there.
I would love to get any outfit, any outfit other than DMC1 Dante.
Yeah.
It's easily his worst look.
At least...
Which is, it's not a bad look, but like...
At least do
brother.
3 or 2 or, like... I mean, like, they're not gonna do 2, but... Like, 2 looks cool.
They won't do 2.
2 looks cool.
2 is,
but...
Hideki Itsuno's favorite look. And, Dante DMC2 is really cool looking. But, like, I would love to have DMC5 or DMC4 shoes.
Yeah.
Like, his shoes in 4 and 5, real good. Real nice.
Did you hear second plagiarism allegations have hit the Bungie offices? I did, yeah.
The third, actually.
Oh, there's more?
Yeah.
Very good.
That's actually like the third time. The second time with Marathon, Bungie has stolen artwork for. It is just the second time that it has come public in Marathon, I believe.
Jesus Christ, that was a lot of stuff. Game ain't even out yet. There's been 2 marathon plagiarisms already.
Well, I guess that'll be the time to get all your plagiarisms in. Whenever he's like, oh well, the game's not finished yet. We were just using stolen artwork as a placeholder. Lol, teehee, eto bleh, small indie dev. We've totally not been making games for 30 years. Teehee. Come on, we're just a little guy. Come on, you wouldn't hit us. We're just little guys. Come on.
Why Canemy ticket has been sent to the Baba. Can do 5 stars.
Can I go into like my I'm still pissed that my my raid alert didn't go off.
Oh, I've had my alerts not going off also, so I get it.
You know what? I'm just gonna like what the fuck it send. Where's the send test? There we go. Oh my gosh, Tilfed, thanks for the raid. Wow, what a guy! What a spectacular person. I bet they're totally not like a waste of life, sitting at the top of a fucking mountain, playing video games, having their brain become more Swiss cheese and sludge. I bet that they're actually like a stellar person who volunteers at food banks and commits good things for their community. Jesus. I bet they like draw real cool things. Oh, yeah, what was the next key quest? I guess
oh wow, that is just unpleasant.
Hunter's Hub.
The Plesiot stuff just giving you a bob is crazy. Oh yeah, we're on 5s now.
Okay, cool, sick. Hey Kira, welcome on in, girl. How's it going?
Hi, Kira. Akira. I fucking edited that into a stupid Expedition 33 thing because, like, immediately after playing a bunch of Slay the Spire, when I hopped over to Expedition 33, it was like, hey, do you want to do this Slay the Spire mechanic? And I'm like, no! Oh, I can level up.
There's a DMC collab in GU. Yep.
That doesn't shock me in the least.
There are like a whole ton of collabs and crossovers in GU. I definitely tried to fight the Celtis Queen with Faye for the DMC stuff. I wanted to see what it is that I could get from it, and I got my ass beat. We got our collective asses beat. Those collab monsters, they fuck. And we are just a small, not even frat boys yet. We're just the freshmen that show up for the first time. We're fresh out of a 18-year-old high school, and we didn't even like we didn't even go into the hard parties. It was just we just got screwed over, dude.
Just got screwed over. Alright, well, I've managed to level up my weapon a little bit.
So I imagine whenever I have like a basic G rank set that I'll be able to be on par with what the event monsters want me to be.
I learned the hard lesson about event monsters with World when I went in and tried to fight Behemoth and then went, oh...
Okay, but I think Behemoth is kind of like a special... Behemoth and Leshy, I think, are
but
like
I didn't
the only
know
two event monsters in... Yeah. Those are like the two event monsters in World that are actually like stupid hard. Like, if you got the Behemoth set, then you were
I'm
good for like
drunk.
halfway through of Iceborne.
Drinking. No, you.
If I ever see my character just like stumbling around, I definitely just like sit back down, and sitting back down is enough for the drink to go away.
Oh no, I see what we're going to fight.
There we go. I'm having fun with my estrogen. Having fun with my gigantic fat fucking titties. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I mean, I won't, but...
Be jealous, actually. Be envious.
I'm not going to do that either, actually.
Damn it, why not?
Jealousy does not become me. Very, very infrequently am I jealous.
Be a jealous you, damn.
Jealous you.
There it is.
The college that you don't want to go for. The university you don't want to go for. But everybody else does.
Even with G rank armor. Okay, so I figured that like the event quests were made with the original Monster Hunter Generations in mind. I didn't think that they were made with Generations Ultimate. So I figured that if you made a like a G rank set, then you would be on like the high end of stats. Give me a fucking red already. Damn. Stingy bitch. So
G-rank or Grank as I call it.
If the monsters are in fact designed with G rank gear in mind, then well, I'm not getting that DMC set in a while.
Shepard, I think overtime hours would be in relation to what your week's start and ends are. I don't think it would be in relation to Monday necessarily, unless you start Mondays.
Yeah, it's a per your own pay period. It is
So,
different per job.
Yeah. Just, whatever yours is, then go for that. There was a fucking Japan-only Macross crossover with Gen U, and you know that we didn't get that because Harmony Gold. Fucking Harmony Gold just ruining shit for everybody for decades, man.
I still need to find that Bandai Namco announcement where there was the announcer guy on stage that was like, I bet you're getting real excited for this one. Get ready for it. It's something you've all been waiting for. And then somebody out in the front of the crowd says, Digimon? And the announcer just kind of says, oh. just kind of like winces a little bit. It's like, oh, sweetie. Oh, darling.
There's a Digimon game that's on sale right now for like $9 that I was considering getting.
It's probably the Digimon World 1 remake.
No, it's like Cyber Sleuth or something like that. Because Steam had that weird sale that was going on where it was like
the Monster Collector.
Dude, I looked at that and like the second thing down was just like a Pokemon Snap-like, but it was porn. And I was like, that's not a crossover I ever expected to see, but alright.
I mean, it makes sense.
People
with
really...
voyeurism.
Oh my god, I'm getting fucking rocked. Get out of here, man. Cyber Sleuth and another Digimon game called
games.
Next Order are on sale. Didn't finish Cyber Sleuth, but it was fun. Yeah, I hear it's really good.
Next Order is a Digimon World 1 remake. There's a Breath of the Wild collab. That one I am somewhat surprised about. because I launched this game and then I go into the categories on Twitch and I'm like, wait a minute, can I put this in retro?
Technically, kind
No,
of.
it's on the Switch. And yet, for some odd reason, I still think of this game as like retro. I'm almost about to think of like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as retro. Breath of the Wild's been out
Breath
for
of the
like
Wild
9 years now.
is almost getting there. Yeah, just give it a few more years.
Yeah.
Dude, I use that shit to fuck with Shepard all the time, because Shepard is one of those people that's like, I'm withering, right? And so like I will regularly just look at him and be like, Code Geass is the Gundam of our time. And he'll just be like, oh.
At soup.
Oh, I jumped. Yeah. Fucking
Well,
at soup, etc. I mispressed. You can get a full champion's tunic and an ancient bow. That's pretty cool. The thing is, Macross Delta's from 2016. Shit's almost 10 years old. Yeah.
What weapon do we get from the DMC collab? Is it another charge blade? Like, did we get Alaster? Alaster? Alastor. Why did I say it in like the weirdest way possible the first time?
You said it very weird both times, actually.
I said it weird twice, but I said it the weirdest way first. I meant to say like Alistair. Alright, get his ass.
Alastair Crowley.
Cat armor. Oh yeah, you can turn your cat into known cat boy Dante. Dante would be a cat boy.
The little cat armors that I saw from Wilds were really nice. I did like them a lot, actually.
Like, what's the weapon? Or is it just like the cat armor? So I'm going to be a little sad because I definitely do not give like a single shit about my cat. My cat is function.
Yeah, my cat is I need somebody else in the game right now. But I am unfortunately playing alone. Just cat stuff.
Just cat stuff. Pain.
Suffering. Poison.
I don't have the fucking Unravel theme to like play on my Steam Deck. Just like express my sadness and pain. Just like turn my stream to black and white.
Shepard, you are not 28 years old. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Shepard, 28 years old, Canadian, doxed.
Like we are the same age. Like we are literally born a week apart, man.
Is Tim10 worth looking at? It's literally free. Go ahead. At least I think it's literally free. I think it's better structured than Pokemon is, because it's like everything is doubles. I played it for all of like 10 minutes.
Wait, there's Fire Emblem armor that lets you be Marth?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. Okay, I'm interested in that.
There's like multiple Fire Emblem collabs in this game. I don't think it's just Marth.
Roy's our boy. It's probably Ike. Knowing the time this came out, it's probably Ike.
Yeah, it probably is like the Smash Brothers characters.
Steam does say it costs money.
Well, then I could be wrong, and I may have just like bought it and thought that it was free all the time. Or maybe I got it whenever it was free.
Yeah, I think it's in a Humble Bundle that's coming up, or it was coming up, or something.
I don't know. My brain
oh,
is
you
Swiss
bitch!
Cheese.
I was trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel brain being Swiss cheese right now, considering. Got a classic Link outfit. Wasn't there like a dot hack crossover at some point? That's the one that I'm sitting there thinking about.
I would be kind of surprised. This bitch.
I'm not sure if it was with this game or with another one of them. I think it was just Haseo anyway, and I'm not like a huge fan of them.
I feel like I should eventually get around to playing the Dot Hack games. I might get around to it after I play like the Digimon World games, who knows.
The coolest thing about Dot Hack to me is just the fact that, like, it is acknowledged in universe why some people look almost identical to each other. Just because of the fact that they are just playing an MMO, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty good. In the fucking, Dot Hack sign stuff and the people around that, it's even more messy. Because they do the sword art thing of, like, what if this person was, like, comatose in the game? But it's handled way better. Try to log into Humble
online for
account.
existing.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. Invalid password, tries old-ass password, nothing should really work. It works, oh no. Sometimes you haven't changed a password in forever. It's just how it is, you know? I know that I have a good couple of accounts that are, like, really outdated. Dickhead. It's gone somewhere.
I sell dickheads and dickhead behaviors.
Story of my life. Crystal bones. I just
Cerveza Cristal bones.
I just really like the idea of, like, an isekai that's not even trying to hide the seams. Like there is one guy in Dot Hack who is like a wealthy writer. Like he writes stories that sell like fairly well, and as a result, like he doesn't have to work very often, so he just spends most of his time playing the game. Oh, fuck off, man! Come on. People are like two-shotting me.
Instead of having like the unemployed college student.
Yeah, it's like, instead of having an unemployed college student character, you have a 40-something-year-old man who is like a scrawny lit major, and he's playing as like a big warrior character. He's like a big buff guy. And in universe, like, he has like a really bad relationship with his family. Like he's divorced from his wife. His son doesn't really like him, but he tries to have a good relationship with his son as best as possible. But his son also plays the game, but mostly just so that way he can hit him up for money. So, like, every couple of months, his son will, like, find him in-game and be like, hey, Dad, can you give me, like, a couple $1,000?
Dude, this Giapray can suck multiple asses. Why is he here? Fuck off. You're annoying. Nobody likes you. Your family left you. Your wife's leaving you on read. Your dog's not going to fetch your sticks.
I did listen to a World of Warcraft drama story today that was just a guy who was like, I don't want anything for my birthday, I don't want any gifts, just play WoW with me. That will make me happy, with his partner. But his partner had been, like, begging him to, like, please go out and, like, hang out with people occasionally. And he was like, no, we should play WoW together. And ended up getting her into WoW, and then she got, like, addicted to the roleplay scene and met another dude and went to go, like, hook up with that guy. Only to find out that he was, like, 35, living with his parents and chain-smoking 60 cigarettes a day. Yeah, I know about the Okami collab. I don't ever want to touch the Fairy Tail collab.
If it doesn't have Gajiel in it, or
the fact that you know unnamed
Gajiel in it, then I don't care. Gajiel and Levy is like basically the only thing that I care about in Fairy Tail. Specifically Gajiel and Levy at the same time.
I tried to give Fairy Tail a shake, and I think I gave it a little bit longer than my usual attempts, because my usual rule of thumb is like 5 episodes. But like I think
Fairy Tail's like an incredibly slow burn,
It's
and
like-
it's for 12 to 13-year-old kids.
yeah, I tried to. Well, I keep in mind I was like 16 when I tried. But I was like, man, this is not for me.
Yeah.
And then every clip I'd see later, just this is not for me. And I had the exact same reaction when Black Clover came out. I tried Black Clover and I was like, I'm just not here for this, man.
Yeah, it is the most like 5 to 6 out of 10 show that has like a really good soundtrack, and it just accidentally got popular.
I love just it accidentally got popular. We're not certain how.
What
but-
I'm more pissed about is like I have the same problem with 7 Deadly Sins,
Oh
where I only like
God,
exactly 1 or 2 characters. But like 7 Deadly Sins is like a 2 out of 10 show.
7 Deadly
But
Sins
Bon is
suck.
like a 10 out of 10.
I was
character.
gonna say the only character worth even mentioning in that show was Bon. Bon fucking rocks.
Yeah,
The rest of that show could rot.
And like Gajiel and Levy, they have like an actual complicated theme of forgiveness and doing shit, and like growing beyond and like being actual adult creatures, and I guess in Levy's case, it's like being horny enough to forgive your transgressor.
Being a horny
It's like I would
enough
love to see
forgive
like
your
more of
transgressor.
Gajiel and Levy.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
Gajiel is actually like super fucking cool. I like him a lot, and I'm a little bit happy that the Fairy Tail sequel had more Gajiel, and there was a side story featuring a lot of Gajiel and Levy, Roto Knight. I'm mentally unwell about Gajiel and Levy. This is new Tilfin lore, never before seen. I have never spoken of it before on stream.
There's
But, like,
there's
one
a
of the
few
only
shows where
fanfictions
I
that
have
I've ever
this.
read was like Gajiel and Levy. It takes I have only like read one fan fiction with Ganondorf, and you know how I am about Ganondorf. I have a folder dedicated to Ganondorf on my PC. Same with Gajiel and Levy, except I've read like multiple fan fictions for them. But yeah, I think that's it for me for today.
That's reasonable.
That's all I got. Yeah.
That is fair.
So, are you gonna keep streaming?
I'm thinking about it. I'm processing.
Thinking more expedition, right?
Oh God. Hold on. I need to check something really quickly. I may or may not be literally checking my file explorer to see how many gigs I have left on my computer.
Sure. What, are your files